Hey all, J-Man here. I just wanted to tell you about beardedshirts.com. It's a great place to get a lot of cool superhero shirts and other merchandise. You can scroll, they've always got sales on. As you can see, they've got these really cool print all over shirts, which I really love. That's Eddie, the founder of the site. And if you're looking for stuff, all you got to do is you click on the search here and you can type in all over. And that's going to show you the all over prints, which are really, really cool. Look at that. You got Legion of Superheroes, you got Brave and the Bold, you got JSA, you got Superman, Green Lantern, Wonder Woman, all kinds of stuff. So check out beardedshirts.com. Hello, Legionnaires. Welcome to Fantastic Fridays. This is episode number 7 of our continuing series of reviewing all of the Jack Kirby Fantastic Four issues from 100 to 102 and 6 annuals. Today we are covering issues 24, 25, 26, and 27. 25 and 26, oh my God. If there was just a little bit of action, I would have been like a bit more happy with them. But you know, I guess there wasn't enough action in those at all. I'm joking, of course, because the entire thing is just it's all fighting. I mean, we're gonna cover those 2 books in like 5 minutes, so we're gonna have to try to fill the time somehow. We're gonna look at Kirby's awesome art in those 2. The first one is the first one. The first one tonight is the first one tonight. We're going to have to get through it. Once we get through it, it's kind of neat, I guess. It's neat. The guy looks like a McDonald's toy. The alien literally looks like a McDonald's toy. But anyways, we're not endorsing McDonald's. Oh, the Super Size Me guy actually passed away, which is crazy. Not from McDonald's, but I just heard that. And I like Super Size Me, and I actually really like the sequel a lot, too. But let's talk about what's going on this week. Episode 43 of the Legion live stream. So 3 Mondays out of the month, we are covering every appearance of the Legion of Superheroes, and somebody returns in that first one, Superboy 201. That's a great issue. At least the first story is really great. With someone returning to the Legion, will he become a full member? Who knows? You'll have to catch us on Monday and see what happens. So that's going to be a lot of fun. And then Tuesday, Sean and I are going to complete Transformers Season 3 and Season 4, Season 4 being just those 3 episodes. So that's going to be really good. And I'm just halfway through watching these, and there are some bangers in them for sure. You're going to get to see Unicron's brother. We're going to see how Unicron was created. Sean is shaking his head. I don't know why. I don't know why I don't like Unicron's brother. He's obvious, and he's very easy. He's very easy to transform. I can tell you that. So that's going to be on Tuesday. And then 1 week from today, we'll be back for Fantastic Friday to continue. Let's say hey to the members, the channel members, and we're going to get going. Dan, Sean, Steven, and Clobby, who everybody already knows. Brennan, Cliff on Comics, RR, Philip, and Svan82, Scotty, who does the Dazzler streams with me, just joined up. So thank you, Scotty. I appreciate that. So we like to shout out the Legionnaires. Okay, let's get her going here. Let's bring in our first panelist.
Hey. Are you serious or are you joking? I don't know. No one likes those characters. Like, everyone's forgotten them, man. It's like no one even like mentions them or anything.
But no, I didn't know who they were. I'm like, brother, what is this?
It's like Omnicron or something like that. Or?
No, it's like Thorncron or something. And then there's Primacon or Primatron. Oh God, it's weird.
It's pretty bad. Everyone accepts the Simon Furman stuff, where it's like Primus and Unicron, they were gods, and then they went to the real world, and and all that stuff. But
woo. All right. Well, the episode had a lot of fighting, so visually, it was fine that way. Yeah. Story-wise, not great, but like just as a cartoon to watch, there was a lot of fighting in it. So we're gonna dissect the crap out of it on Tuesday. All right, let's bring in Mr. 15 Years himself.
It's Clobberin time.
Yeah. Hello, friends. Hey,
what's going on?
Good to see you. Jay and Sean, thanks for popping in last night. We appreciated seeing you.
Yeah,
hello, friends of the chat.
Yeah.
Hello. All right, let's say hello to. Okay. We got a lot of people already starting in. All right, Quagnar was first. Hello, thank you.
Wag.
We got Joe Dog. Hey, what's going on back from Friday night?
It's actually Sir Gwagnar, by the way.
Is it Sir Quagnar?
I knighted him as a wrench last night.
Oh, okay. Oh, yes. Congratulations. Feel good in the knowledge that you're expanding Clobby's intro. That's why I just put everybody on one screen, and then I don't have to worry. I learned, actually, to be honest, I did take that from you. I'm like, man, I can't do each guy like this. This is gonna be brutal. I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna make one screen and just put everybody on one screen. Eventually, if it gets to too many, I'm gonna have to put them it's gonna be like a magnifying glass on each guy. But Joe Dog back from Friday Night Tights. Are they done? They're not done, are they? They can't be done, are they?
Maybe, yeah.
Skeptic, what's going on, man? Who else is we got here? Ronald, it's Clobberin time. Yes,
hey, Ronald.
It is.
It is indeed.
It is. I've been sitting through severe stuff. Yes, we've been getting thunderstorm warning. We got thunderstorm warnings a couple of days ago in Canada, in Mississauga here. Pedro Pascal smells. Pass it on. Pass it on.
He does.
That is very funny. Bumblebee tuna. Yes, could not be reached. Bumblebee tuna. That's from Ace Ventura. Do you remember what the password was? New England clam chowder. It's like, is it the white sauce or the red sauce? Oh my God, I always forget that.
Yeah.
I think it was the white.
Yeah.
Do we miss anybody else here? Phantom Outsider is here. Yes, we all know if the Avengers, why they could, especially with that team take out Hulk. Oh yeah, I posted a poll here. And FK, how's it going, man? Knights of the Clobby table. All right. Let's look at the poll real quick. So the two issues tonight, I mean, these two are like impossible. Like these two issues that we're covering tonight are the two middle ones. Hey, Mordecai, what's going on? Thor beats Hulk's ass. Yeah, so what do you got? Well, when we get to those issues, we'll discuss it. Yeah. So I threw up a poll. Could the Avengers or FF beat Hulk? I said Avengers had it. Fantastic Four were going to win. If they worked together, yes, or none of them could beat the Hulk. So,
yeah. I don't know. The Proto Hulk is weird.
Yes,
he talks like a normal person, and he's mean spirited and not exactly the childlike, guy that
no.
He's
it's weird how that
for some reason, and
yeah. Well, yeah, Sean. I mean, I remember, I guess my first introduction to the Hulk was like he was the more, the more childlike Hulk, like a lot of us.
Yeah.
So I didn't see that version of the Hulk till I started seeing reprints many years later. In the late 70s, started seeing some of the original issues. Where he was downright nasty.
Yeah.
And that was when Bruce Banner was Bob Banner. Remember,
yeah.
Of course.
Yeah.
And they're still in that stage right now. So he was going to kill the Avengers, which we'll get to.
And I think he's already been canceled in his own thing, right?
Yeah, his own series only lasted 6 issues originally.
Yeah,
so,
yeah. Change your ways, Hulk. Anyway,
we'll definitely dissect those a bit more. But right now we've got a book-length classic.
We do.
Of the Incredible, according to our friends Jack and Stan here, or Jack or Stan, whoever decided to put that on the front. And then we've got the McDonald's toy. Cloudy.
Everything you see in hyperbole is Stan.
Yeah. Book length or novel length. I was always perplexed by that as a kid. Like novel length, how so? It's like 32 pages.
That's a lost. It's like a short story more than anything.
Yeah.
So we have Fantastic Four, volume only, number 24. Let's see. Cover by, of course, the great Jack Kirby. Inked by George Russo. Colors by Stan Goldberg. The letters by Artie Simek. Release date December 9, 1963. Cover date March 1964. Written and plotted, drawn, and as illustrated by the great King of Comics Jack Kirby. Inker George Russo's Letterer, it still says George Bell at this point, but it's George Russo. Letterer, Sam Rosen, no crediting for the interior colors.
All right. This is the Infant Terrible.
Yes, the first appearance of Infant Terrible. I want to point out, Jay, that the most legendary Marvel villain of them all, more popular than Doctor Doom or Galactus or Ultron or Green Goblin.
Yep.
Doc Ock, you name it. The Infant Terrible is the biggest of them all.
This guy beats them all. He's literally I actually have a McDonald's toy or something that I'd gotten from my wife or whatever. It looks almost like this shape or whatever. How are they going to beat the Infant Terrible? Well, they're going to take away his candy, I suppose.
Give him a bottle.
Yeah. So we start off. Well, okay. This is already weird.
Looks like a bottle opener.
Yeah, like what? What is happening here? Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Is he nuts?
He nuts. He's crazy.
Yeah, he is crazy. Jack Kirby's crazy. All right, crazy with a K. Crazy with a K. So the Fantastic Four here, they're getting interviewed and photographed by a bunch of reporters.
Life magazine. Big time.
Yeah.
So they've only been around 2 years at this point.
Oh wow.
Oh. So they should call themselves Infant Magazine because they haven't been around for a lifetime yet. They could have been Adolescent Magazine. Okay.
Hey, Fancy.
Yep. I think we
oh, okay.
We did shout him out. Did we miss anybody?
I don't know. I don't think so. We got Tim. Yeah, we got.
So I think we got everybody.
Yeah.
So they all talk in rainbow colors.
Yes, they do.
I like how nobody wants to photograph the Thing, which, I mean, in reality, Sue would be the most popular, but then the Thing would be the next one. Like, I mean,
they would want pictures of him. That's kind of silly.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, Human Torch. I mean, he's
especially since he's always flamed on.
Yeah.
Right, they would want all that. Yeah.
For sure. But we've seen people on fire. Like, you could see a guy on fire. Like, this is like a rock creature thing. Like, like you definitely.
Well, a guy who can stand there and be on fire flying around. I mean, you got Reed Richards stretching all of his stuff. The thing. Point is, they're there to write an article on everybody, so they should be. But all of a sudden, they're a bunch of horn dogs.
Woo, Invisible Woman.
Look at Sue.
Woo-hoo.
But this is probably the first time that the superhero team is treated like celebrities, like they would be in that time.
Yes.
Which is kind of like, it's probably at the time it's like revolutionary looking. It's like, that would be what it is, and Justice League didn't do that. The Avengers kind of didn't do that, but
they're just now. Avengers are just now becoming known. So still, this is the FF has been around a long time,
right?
Well, a couple of years.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, so, the Avengers are like government guys, right? So, or are they?
Not at this point.
No, they're not. No,
they're not the government guys yet.
You're watching too much of the movies, man.
Yeah. Well, I'm not really. I've read like very little Avengers comics.
They did start that kind of stuff in the 70s in the Avengers, the government getting involved a little bit. Yeah, but it really didn't get out of hand until the Michael Bendis crap in the 2000s.
Yeah.
So they became like an army and all these different divisions, Avengers Initiative and all that kind of pap.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like I started with West Coast Avengers.
Right.
I actually have, as a kid, I had one issue of Avengers. That's it. I had lots of West Coast. I like Defenders. I read Zero Fantastic Four, Zero Avengers. I mostly liked solo books. I wasn't a big team guy. I kind of liked the character just on his own or whatever. But anyway.
Yeah, I got you. There were some good runs on Avengers that you'll enjoy one of these days in the future. So,
Yep. Yeah, I'll definitely. Yeah, I mean, I've got them all on digital, so. So it's not like how Thing crushes these phone books, and then he's like, "Oh crap, I just crushed these, but now we can't use them."
Hey, what is it with phone books, man? Yeah, now you've crossed the yellow pages.
Yeah.
What if some kid actually reads these today, and then what's a phone book?
Yellow pages. Why are they
Yeah,
yellow?
Why are they yellow?
What's a phone book? Yeah.
What's a phone? What's a
well,
book?
Where's their
it's a
cell
book.
phone? Well, we know the phone. Yeah. Hey, nobody has cell phones. They would read these comics, and then they always have trouble like getting in touch with each other. Why don't they just call each other on their cell phones?
Yeah, I don't
Yeah,
understand.
right.
Just text Thing. Like Thing can't text. His fingers wouldn't activate.
No,
He actually can't. He actually can't
No,
use his
because rock,
smartphone.
right? Yeah.
Yeah, he
no,
can't.
you get
use
a stylus
Machete don't text. Yeah.
right into the
Machete
bottle. By
don't
the way,
text. No Avengers were privately funded, just like FF was.
Yeah.
Yeah. They were funded by Tony Stark,
yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
In those early ones.
And Tony Stark, of course, had a secret identity for 40-something years.
Yeah,
Iron Man was his bodyguard.
Yeah, they're like, oh, it's his bodyguards. Like, are you this stupid? Like,
I'd stopped reading. I'd stopped reading. Iron Man for a long time when I went to see the movie in 2008, and I wasn't following it. So, at the end, when he started, was it Coulson says, go tell them all your, Iron Man's a bodyguard and blah 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 and all that stuff, and then he just threw it and changed it.
Right. Yeah.
I was like, but when they said it, I go, oh, cool, they're gonna have a secret identity. Oh, wait,
No,
they're not.
but like,
I still can't get used to it. I'm used to it now, but
yeah, like by '84, like in Secret Wars, Reed Richards knew that Tony Stark was Iron Man.
Yeah, some did. A lot of them did.
Yeah, when he takes off the armor and it's a black arm, he's like, oh, where's? And he goes, what happened to Tony? And it's like, why? Because I'm black. And he's like, no, because you're obviously not Tony Stark. That's why.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, Cap knew. A lot of the other Avengers knew, but they didn't know early on. Though they didn't know till some of the Avengers didn't know till like the 80s and the 90s. Yeah. Anyway, that's not here to there because they're in a bottle now.
Yes, sir. They're in a milk bottle here, a giant bottle.
Floating milk bottle.
And then, okay, we just burned out of it. Well, all right. And then a maze, and then a giant top.
A top, yeah.
Toys.
Tops suck.
Tops. Well, back then
there were it's like Beyblade's huge, and I don't know how kids entertain themselves with Beyblades.
Yeah, we found a way, I guess.
Yeah.
Tops were pretty cool. Do they make yo-yos anymore? I used to like those.
Yeah, I'm pretty good with a yo-yo. I used to be able to do all the tricks.
Yeah, walk the dog and
I could do walk the dog and all that.
They still make those? I mean,
I don't know.
Yeah, I think so. My niece and nephew have a yo-yo. They totally suck at them or whatever.
Yeah, but I haven't seen one of those in ages.
Yeah. I had a skateboard too for a bit. I was doing skateboard.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Holy Hannah. I always like in comics when they say, holy Hannah.
Look at this guy. I was like, oh shit, look at this.
Whammo.
Oh no, there's two. There's three.
Keeps making more of them.
And they tell two friends, and they tell two friends, and so on and so on. Wow, this is crazy.
Dun, dun, dun.
He's doing everything progressively better with each issue, except Ben. Ben still needs work to get to where I love him. I really like them best. But Johnny really looks good. Everybody really looks good, though.
But I like the cops are taking orders from like they're all stuff.
Exactly.
Like stuff, yeah.
Yes, that was the best thing in this issue. It's like, the Fantastic Four are running the damn show here. It's like, all right, step back.
I kind of like the epicness of it. It's like it's a big crisis. The cops are trying to figure out what to do. I like all that stuff, right?
Hey, could not be reached there.
Battling Tops.
Was my only problem with my only thing I thought, because I don't know, I kind of like the concept and everything. I really love the issue, to be honest with you. But the one thing that was dopey for me, the silliest part, was the bringing in the dumb hoodlums.
Yeah,
the criminals being able to manipulate the kid.
Right.
Yeah, so this kid can just do anything, and he will do it for love as well. No. So he can just do anything he wants, and then he's just a kid. That's it, alien kid. So he's like having ice cream and all that. And then these goofs show up and they get blasted for their troubles.
And Sue thinks about Molecule Man for some reason.
Yeah. Oh, he's even more powerful than Molecule Man. No way. Molecule Man's the man.
See, this is Star Trek to me. This is back before Star Trek. The idea is very Trek, and they went back. They obviously they reference something from literature about the infant terrible or whatever.
Yeah.
And then, but they conceptualize an alien aliens that are so far above us that their child would be like, I mean, even though even one of their children is so powerful, they could theoretically, unthinkingly take out the sun.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And not even blink an eye about it. I love that. I mean, I actually love that about the story. It's so, I mean, no other, this wouldn't fit any other superhero comic, but the Fantastic Four and maybe the Legion, of course, to my two favorites.
What? I didn't know that.
No. I know it's a shocker.
It's a shocker.
But the stuff with the, I don't know what, the gangsters was kind of stupid.
Yeah.
But it all looks really cool.
Yeah.
Like it's like, okay, there's like, you know, this is a cool page, and then
like
boom,
meteors coming down.
Meteors coming down. That's pretty good.
But the thing's not evil. It's just, and this guy though, what the hell? I'm not sure who Jack was trying to make him look like, but I know he wasn't Edward G. Robinson because he's made other characters look like that. I'm trying to place him. Not Sidney Drag.
Oh, you know what?
He's based on an actor, but I can't because he does it all the time. But I can't.
Yeah. Let me think about it.
I'll look into it.
Hold on. You know what? Let me think. Is it? I think I have someone in mind.
Big Joe. Let's see.
What if I say? What do you think? Do you think? I just wanted to make sure. I'm when I saw this, I was thinking William Powell, Thin Man.
Could
series.
be.
Yeah, Thin Man. Yeah.
What do you think about that? I was gonna try to find a picture right now while we were talking and put it up, but
that could.
What do you think, Sean? You've seen,
well, the way he's got his cigarette and everything,
and like he's got that like just like the smaller stash.
Yeah.
I'm close. I'm close to thinking it was that. Hey, S-Vaughn82, what's going on, man?
Hey,
S-Vaughn.
All right. There's no scantily clad Dazzler in these issues, so Jack needs to work on that. He needs to. He should have made Sue's costume more revealing, I guess. All right, so back to the infant. I love that they're like, "Holy shit, look at this guy!"
He's just walking around. And they're like, "Oh my god!
Oh my god!" And like, okay, so these goofs give him Clark Gable. Yeah, maybe.
Yeah,
it's possible. I'm thinking
like,
more of like a. I know he's not Jimmy Cagney or somebody, but I was thinking of someone more known to played gangsters and stuff. But,
right.
Yeah.
So they give the alien some treats, some candies, and they say, "Come along with us." Now, I you know what? I am going to fault the parents.
Yes.
Everybody knows that you do not take candy from a stranger.
yeah.
This is one of the first things that they teach you, that parents teach you. It's a fail on the parents.
Right, absolutely. Those parents were neglected. You know, they were not.
Danger. They never watched Different Strokes. So
Stranger Danger is literally responsible for like 0.01% of all kidnappings. It's always someone you know.
yeah.
Like I've watched all 4. I don't know how many episodes of Forensic Files there are, but there's 14 seasons and 30
Right.
and I've literally seen them all.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And it's always someone you know.
Yeah.
And unless it's a psychotic serial killer who's just killing anybody, but like, and then in which case they figure out his pattern, but it's always someone you know. So it's like, give me a break. Anyway, Orson, you wasn't planet size. Oh man, come on, Unicron. I got to see his final. I got to see Orson Welles' final performance in the theater as Unicron.
Well, it's just his voice, and it's like heavily like altered too.
You're just jealous because you didn't see it you didn't see Orson Welles in the theater.
Yeah. Well, it came and went in like 3 days or something like that.
Well, I was the first day king even back then. Still maintain the record today. All right, yeah, but I just told my grandfather we have to go see Transformers. Like, okay, he was like the most relaxed person of all time. You just ask you ask anything my grandfather, he would immediately do it.
He honestly, truly didn't know what the hell was happening in that movie, right?
No, he didn't know anything in any movie. He just go and just watch. Like, but anything. It's like, let's get McDonald's, and I'd have to give him 2 fries. He'd always get a coffee, and I'd give him 2 fries. They have these McDonald's commercials with family. It's true. We went as a family. We'd go. My grandfather would take a couple of fries. So could I have a couple of fries? Like, yeah, take a couple of fries. Anyways, so I love that he's playing here with all this. This is awesome.
Yeah, it's like, what would he do? It's like,
Yeah.
oh, he'd play with all this stuff, and yeah.
What would you do if your infant was an alien? Would you play with all the monuments?
Run away
like a little.
Yeah.
All that you guys continued it. It's like, all right. So a little bit of squabbling here, but not much. Reed's like, okay, I got to think this through because there's really no way to. Well, Reed is right, and he's been right in a lot of these. What I like about these is that they're making it. He is smart.
Mm-hmm.
I hate where there's like this, a smart guy, and then he's always undermined, or something happens, or someone else figures it out every time. You're like, you know what? Why is this guy the smart guy? But he really is. He's like, you can't just go beat this thing up. Like, what are you going to do to it, right?
Mm-hmm.
So Transformers to the theater, nice. Yeah. Yeah. So, okay. So meanwhile, they're okay.
This was all silly stuff. They've got the infant helping them rob stuff, like using its powers. Like, how would it understand, or just because they give it candy? I guess it's so advanced, but I don't know.
Yeah, how would he even know what they were saying? Yeah,
I guess he thought it was having fun.
Want some candy? Want some candy? That's from Predator. Predator 2. Yeah. Want some candy? So he lifts the. Well, he can do whatever he wants. I think that they try to show it to him as a kid, like, oh look, that get this truck or something, or I don't know.
Yeah, it's fine.
So he shakes out all the money. There's the money. It's raining money.
Turned into a pig. What the hell? Yeah, that was kind of funny. They started turning it into stuff.
Yeah,
little kid.
You turn it into a pig. You're like,
It's like,
right. They showed him a picture and said, "Bring this" or whatever. Okay.
Yeah.
But this infant wasn't terrible. He was just an infant that didn't know better.
Yeah, and then he starts turning it into poop. He's like, "Oh, there's poop all over my hands here." You see this diamond here? I want a big diamond because that'll be realistic, and I'll be able to sell that on the black market, even though it's a super giant fake diamond, and it won't arouse attention at all. It won't lead back to me. Like, do you remember getting any like counterfeit diamonds? Well, there was that one guy that had that 3 meter wide diamond. I think that was that weird. But he makes it into an egg.
Yeah, that will get him in trouble. Whoops.
Yeah.
Flame on.
I like this guy. Look, I feel bad for this guy. He's like,
oh no,
I made an egg. Like, what do you want? Like, what do you guys want?
He's just a baby.
Just a baby. All right, so here comes the FF. The F3, I guess.
Yeah.
And even this guy's like, Fantastic Four. 3 of them anyway.
Go.
Flame on. It was already on, Johnny. What are you?
Yeah.
Yes, okay. It feels good about. It feels better if he says it. Yeah.
Yeah. Catchphrase, You could make T-shirts and sell them on the side.
Yeah.
Flame on shirts. Yeah. Throws fireballs at them. Here comes a thing. So I do like this, grabbing the guns and like banging the rocks together as boom. Don't shoot yourself in the face. This is
like this tree or whatever. Yeah.
This is awesome.
Watch out for that tree.
Watch out for the crash tree.
Oh, I always thought those are so good. Even as a kid, I was like, oh, he's just gonna smash into a tree.
That's a great cartoon, man.
I love that cartoon.
Steve gave me the complete set thing. It's awesome.
Yeah.
Wow.
Tom Slick, Super Chicken.
Yeah.
Like,
Super Chicken.
Yeah.
So good.
I love it.
I think I came out of the womb watching Akira, and I'm like, I can't watch these. I know you and Steve do have this thing. I'm like, nah, they're okay, they're fine. I just
they used to play them on Global as this filler, right?
I know, and I've seen them so many times.
You don't like funny cartoons?
Yeah, they're okay, I guess. I don't know.
Well,
all right.
You should watch the Mighty Heroes at least.
Which one do we? Mighty
You ever
Heroes.
see the Mighty Heroes? It's an old Terry Toons cartoon where they're all superheroes with really ridiculous powers, but it's fun. It's funny, but Rope Man, Baby Man, yeah, Cuckoo Man. They got a big.
I liked.
I love that.
I like Hercules. The putting on the ring, Mighty Hercules.
Yeah. Mighty Hercules. That's great.
Yeah, Rocket Robin Hood. I like that. I think the Bugs Bunny and those kind of Looney Tunes, they're neat, but I never got into them that heavy.
Wow. Oh yeah, wow.
I love them.
Yeah, and I don't know. I kind of like the more like hero fantasy kind of.
Oh, ones. I do too. That's my favorite. But I mean, some of it. I mean, come on, man, classic Tom and Jerry and Bugs Bunny.
Yeah, I watched Tom and Jerry a bit.
I watched anything, so I don't know. I mean, they used to play King Kong, which was a '60s cartoon, very early.
Yeah. And, but it was this cartoon,
yeah.
It was this cartoon that got me into the Fantastic Four, though.
The Hanna-Barbera one. Yeah,
I first saw them in the Hanna-Barbera, great cartoon.
Yeah.
Oh, FK buddy, I've got Hercules and the Captive Women right there. I could literally bend and grab it, and the best one is Haunted World, man. Haunted World is greater than Captive Women, but Captive Women is also good.
The Power of Gel Lights.
Steve Reeves.
What color do you want?
Those two are Reg Park, actually.
Oh, okay.
Have you seen Hercules in the Haunted World, Clobberin?
If I did, I saw it when I was a kid or something. I used to
watch brother.
Used to watch it when I was a kid, but
oh shit, I'm gonna loan Mark D, and then Mark D can loan it to you because it's a bloody visual masterpiece. It's Mario Bava. No blood. Well, Christopher Lee is in it. Christopher Lee plays a vampire. So it's Hercules fighting Christopher Lee.
Okay.
It's wicked.
Works
I
for me.
love it. Bravo, Super Nerds. That's Brennan. So it doesn't show up as a. Oh no, it does show up as a channel member. You do show up as a channel member. I was going to say what happened. Because I can only tell if they're a member by their font color green.
Right.
But I thought for some reason it didn't, but it was green. Yeah, it is here.
There you go.
All right. So they're putting
I like seeing Stu using her new powers.
Yes.
Yeah.
She leveled up big time. So they got these guys out of the way. They weren't really that big of a threat. They're only like a couple pages, so it wasn't that bad. All right. He's shooting his thingies again. His Android antennae.
Makes
a big rock man.
Big rock monster.
I'm a rock monster. You're a rock monster.
Interesting thing about page coming up, 18. You see those two top panels with the Martian ship from its one.
Hey, it's War of the Worlds.
War of the Worlds. Yeah.
Well, that's actually. This is it's noted here. It's noted in my notes as the first issue where Jack Kirby designs a photo montage. Although smaller in scale to later instances, they can be seen in the first two panels of page 18. It appears as though Jack lifted an image from the Martian spaceships from 1953 adaptation of War of the Worlds. So they don't look like a photo montage, but he did use photos. Just, remember later, you know the Kirby collage, those big gigantic crazy photo montages with this was the first time he ever did anything close to like that. And obviously, just in two panels, they're almost the same panel, except they're for exposition.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So
Basil exposition.
Basil. Yep. They just took that page, that ship. Said, "Oh well, I guess we can't get in trouble."
I guess.
Yeah, what are they gonna do, right?
The early days of that kind of thing, right? So.
So he's checking out. He's like, "Oh, there's a spaceship around. That's got to be something." Meanwhile, the Thing is battling. The Thing just loves to fight. Thing said this is Sparta, but they changed the dialogue later. I don't know why. It was weird. He throws him out this pit. And then, hey, Classic Comics. What's going on?
CC.
That ship looks familiar. It does. It's from the War of the Worlds.
Sir, George Powell movie.
Here comes Tornado. It's the purple tornado. And then here comes Springer. Sorry, that's for Tuesday's stream.
Oh, yeah.
Here comes a green helicopter, which could be Springer. It could be Springer.
Springer's a transformer.
Springer's a
Oh, I thought you meant for like
Jerry.
or Frank Springer. Since you do Dazzler,
Yes. All right, so grappling hook time. Grappling hook time. It's grappling time.
It's grappling time, yeah.
Shoots his hit that bastard. Yeah, this is a cool action pose, man. This is like, yeah, I made it, my top of the world. Whoa, look at all this is,
So,
damn it, all our stuff.
Oh yeah, anything can be a weapon, right? So,
Yep.
And meanwhile, Alicia Masters is like, "Whoa, what the hell's going on? Can someone tell me what the hell's going on?"
yeah, hey, there's a blind woman. Someone might want to help, but
Yeah,
she could get trampled. This is like Black Friday at Walmart.
yeah.
Like,
Yep.
oh, she's like, I feel like I'm getting trampled. Maybe there's a sale on. Did I forget Black Friday?
Boxing.
Okay,
Yeah.
There's the ship. I like how he stretches and waves and brings them down.
Yeah. Hey, over here.
Yep, and he's just
Over
about to burn our
here.
sun up. We kind of need that. Please
Looking
don't
for
let
our
your
sun.
child destroy the sun. Let's say, wait a minute. It was more like, attention, will the parents of the infant on the planet Earth please come and collect your child? He is about to ignite our sun. We kind of need that. Aisle 12.
Yeah, aisle 12. So then the parents show up, and he's like, "Oh man, what the heck?" And then Alicia's gonna get run over by a car. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's
But they grabbed her, just like, woo! There goes her legs off the side.
the car. Why was he just? I mean, wasn't looking, or
There's no driver. It's Christine.
no driver. It was Christine. Okay.
But it was a blue Christine.
Okay.
Oh, she's changed to blue to hide herself.
I guess she doesn't like Alicia.
Well, she didn't like that girl that was trying to get that with her boyfriend, so that's it. Did you know that in the novel it's actually the spirit of a woman and not just a car that's like
Oh, so it's a sequel to My Mother the Car? My Girlfriend the Car?
is that a real movie or
Yeah,
There's
it's a show. My mother's.
There's an old TV show called My Mother the Car from the early 60s, lasted one season.
It's the kind of thing that they would make in the 60s.
Sitcom, yeah. And his mom died in the first episode, and she would talk to him in each episode through the car radio.
Yeah.
Oh, I like that. That's kind of neat.
It was genuinely ridiculed as one of the most made fun of worst shows ever. But
It's.
I
I
love
mean, like Mr. Ed is no different, but people love that show.
I think a talking horse is cuter than a weird your mom talking to you through your car after she
Your
dies.
car, yeah.
Kind of creepy and spooky and weird.
And
Talking
Mr.
horse, fine.
Oh, sorry. Go on. Yeah.
No, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say Mr. Ed was funny because he would use his owner's credit card and like buy stuff.
That's right, Wilbur. I'm smart and I'm a horse. I can buy into a horse talking, but that car that talks next door, that's kind of creepy.
They should do the what a universe. So it's like the cars in the same universe as the Edverse or something.
Yeah.
Edverse, and then the cars.
It's
in
like
it.
Lassie's 2 doors down and
Yeah.
all
Yeah,
the
remember-
50s guys.
Oh, yeah.
Flipper has his own like Oceanside.
And then they team up to fight. There's like some alien, and there's like, we need everybody. And then Lassie, Lassie comes running, and then the car pulls over. It's like, I know what to do. It's like, who's that voice? Where's that voice coming from? It's from the car. And it's like Mr. Ed comes down. It's like the ride. And I'm like, yeah, like I really like shared universe things. It's like I'm gonna write that story. I'm having all those different things.
You got to hand it to him for even coming up with a dumb and actually trying to make that show and making that show for a while.
Well,
You
it's no Flying Nun, but
No,
Yeah, but-
they made a
but
show
Kit
called The
Box-
Flying Nun. So yeah, you should never be surprised.
What about Knight Rider? Knight Rider Kit talks. So there you go.
And the second 100 years, that's a weird. That was from the 60s. That only lasted like parts of a season.
oh, yeah.
Where they found a caveman and brought him back. A man who lived in like 100 years ago and was in suspended animation. It was just a sitcom. Anyway, so
Oh wow! Oh man, I gotta track these down.
Played by Monty Markham, who played the $7 million man in that $6 million man episode.
Right, yeah, it's the $7 million man.
I'm 6.5 million.
Me, yeah,
6.5 million. I like that.
You guys would love Adam Adamant.
Adam Adamant.
Adamant.
No,
It was a show that was around the time when Doctor Who first debuted on the BBC with that kind of budget. But about this, it was basically Captain America because he was about 160 some odd 70 years ago. He was this top-notch secret agent, John Steed type, little suave and debonair, and very Victorian gentleman who gets captured by his villainous enemy and put in suspended animation and buried at the bottom of this building and resurrected in 60s swinging London.
Holy hell! I'm getting this whole thing tonight. I'm guaranteeing
those
you
were
that.
on YouTube, where they were Adamant.
I found it. I got it.
A lot of them were gone, but I went and watched some of those because a lot of British fans who remembered it because it was like loved it, but it never really got put out that much because wasn't. But fans remembered it. Adam Adamant, check that out.
Adam Adamant lives.
Yeah, Adam Adamant lives. Yes, that's right.
Yeah.
No, I like that guy. The guy's cool. He almost looks like David Tennant in a way.
He does. He does look like David Tennant. When David Tennant wasn't insane, he could play that character.
When it gives, exactly. Could have.
Now he's insane. Anyway, okay. So the parents take the kid away. That's it. I'm gonna go ahead. I haven't asked anyone their pronouns, but I'm gonna guess that this is the man and that's the woman.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah.
We wear capes on our planet, and I'm sorry about your son. We don't really have. They look funny. They're so primitive. They still have sons.
And then and then that Star Trek end music, that whimsical Star Trek music plays at the end. Hey Bobby,
Bobby, this is so Squire of Gothos about 2 years before.
All right. You know what I just found on YouTube that I didn't know was on YouTube was the unaired pilot for Yvonne Craig's Batgirl.
Yeah.
So
Killer Moth is in that.
Yeah, Killer Moth is in it. So I was able to get a somewhat decent. It's like a decent copy off YouTube. I don't know. Well, Sean, I don't know if Sean, if you have a better version of that.
I have an old bootleg on DVD, but I thought it was on the Blu-ray set.
I don't think so.
You sure about that? Because
I will double check. The Blu-ray set is buried behind all my other Adam West stuff. It's like I gotta go get it, pull it. It's like a whole thing to take it out.
If it's not on there, that's a super fail because that thing was circulated all over the place.
I'm gonna check. I'm gonna check.
Yeah.
Okay. Holy hell.
Yeah.
Here we go. Oh my God. Does anyone own this sucker in real life? Does anyone have this? Oh,
both issues.
No, oh my God.
Crap,
no.
I hate myself. Anyway,
I hate you also. You have to leave the stream. I can't.
Hate me. So here we have Fantastic Four. Fantastic Four, the world's greatest comic magazine. Volume only, number 25. Cover by the great Jack Kirby with inks by George Russo, Stan Goldberg, and Artie Simek on the colors and the letters. Release date, January 10th, 1964. Cover date, April 1964. Created and written and plotted and everything by the great legendary and drawn, of course, by the great Jack Kirby. George Russos on the inks, Sam Rosen on the letters, and no editors to be found. It is big time. Round 2, baby.
Oh man.
Round
I found
2.
one on eBay for 500. That's not that bad.
Oh, what kind of condition is that thing in?
Yeah, it's probably horse.
Sneezed on, or S for sneezed on. Yeah.
Is that a real? Did the CGC use that? Okay.
Yeah.
And you have to say it like this. Was it bringing? Oh, I can't see it. Bringing the Marvel Age of comics to a lofty new pinnacle of greatness. The battle of the century.
It is the battle of the set. Like they didn't lie on this one.
Yeah.
No hyperbole.
I mean, Ironhide 84. Yes.
Hey,
okay, so dude, you got a lot of great. Oh yeah, hey, how's it going? I've seen you on here before. You got a lot of great stuff going on. Firstly, your avatar is badass, and your name is awesome. So there you go.
Oh yeah, Ironhide's a good bud. Good to see you there, Ironhide.
All right.
Classic.
Oh my God. Like, what are we going to say about this? Okay. So it starts like it's going to basically, this is a two-parter. So the bookends are going to be just like the story bits, but like literally, I don't know how many pages, like after a few of these pages, the entire thing is fighting. And then it continues to the next one, which is the entire thing of that is fighting.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even know what to say. Like, how are we going to even like, is this even reviewable? Like, let's just go through and have
cool,
fun.
No, it's fine. You know, at that time, DC wasn't doing anything close to like this.
No.
Hell no.
No.
There was just broad, wide open brawl. I mean, you wanted to see superheroes, fighting each other sometimes, and of course, usually bad guys, or fighting at all. And you just see, as much as you love the Justice League or somebody like that. Now, they would, to their credit, they were starting to do to see what Marvel was doing and starting to copy some of it in some instances. But yes, this was
DC seemed to be restricted by a whole bunch of like you shouldn't do this and you shouldn't do that in comics.
Oh yeah.
And it wasn't loose and free. It's like you can get to see like Superman versus some other guy that's like superpowered. It's like, oh, what if they fought?
Right.
So yeah.
Yep. Absolutely.
So, okay, real quick on the story, just to get through this little first part. He's got a formula that he thinks, I don't know, he doesn't remember how he got it. Well, it's a bit weird. If he drinks his formula, he'll turn back to normal. And then actually Ben came up with a great idea. He's like, can you come up with a formula where I can switch back and forth at will?
Yeah.
That's cool.
Which is there are key things. You talk about the action, but I would push back only a little and say there are key elements in the writing of this entire story. Now that we're going back and now this is somewhat fresh in our minds and we're reading this, that indicate that some leaps in characterization and some subtle changes. Like, they bicker a little bit here and there, but they love each other more. They're more loving as a family in the past couple issues, especially now. They care about each other. They don't talk to each other like crap all the time like they were. They're evolving. They're not treating each other. They'll argue and bicker when it's like this is an actual argument for real. It doesn't feel fake or doesn't feel just to be there for because Ben has real concerns. But remember how much he hated being the Thing and wanted to change and would have hesitated to do anything to stop being it. Now because of Alicia, now because of his life, he doesn't want to stop being the Thing, but he wants to be able to be both. He wants it all. Granted, that's a big lofty thing, right? But he's not just get rid of this, get me out of this, change it. And that there are other elements in this story and this issue and the next one that shows some growth. That it's been growing all along. It's been evolving, and the series is changing, and I love that.
Yeah, you're right. This is now where it's not just an argument to have one. Like it's like he's like, look, I don't. Alicia loves me for who I am, the way I am, so I don't want to change. But if I can change back and forth, and then he hits it now. Reed gets something on him. Rightly
though, because he knocked the damn thing out of his hand.
Yeah.
And Johnny and Ben don't seem like they hate each other like they used to. But go ahead, Sean.
Right? No, it's like politely tell me then. Don't like smash my thing I made. Like,
things going through a lot, right? He's a
hothead, but yeah.
Thing did get the worst deal of this.
Oh yeah.
I know that they went back, or was this in the movie only, or was this in a comic book, where, like, because he was the pilot, he was the closest to the rays, so he actually got it affected him a bit worse than the others. Is that why he got the worst end of it?
I don't remember anything like that, but
that's the movie thing.
It may have been mentioned in something before. Yeah, it may have been.
It might be from the movie only then.
But maybe they took that from like a modernized.
Thing. How they tweak and fiddle with things.
But it's interesting because he's in the front. If he's in the front piloting it, he takes on the full blast right away, and everyone else is kind of in the back.
Yeah. It's funny. I don't think they ever thought of that back then, but yeah.
But it's cool. Like, what if you couldn't turn off the flame?
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead. You made a good point.
Yeah, I know. I was gonna say, like, Johnny. It's like everyone's like, "Oh yeah, Ben, whatever." Yeah, but what if Johnny couldn't turn off the flame? Like, what if he's always on fire? Then he's got nobody, right? Like, he can't. So it's a whole different thing with Ben. It's like this sucks. if you could turn back and forth, like Johnny got Sue's got the best thing. She can turn back and forth whenever she feels like it. Like, sure, no problem. I'll take that power right now. But nobody's going to want to be like the Thing all the time. If you could turn back and forth, you're like, okay, that's cool.
Yeah.
Indeed.
Yeah, Reed Richards like I tell you what, here's a ring, and when you want to be Thing
ring.
Thing. Yeah.
And then he gets punched in the face with a rock. Man.
When I first saw that, because like that's something that was buried, like no one knew about it, and because I wasn't around in that time. When I first saw that, I was like, my God, why did they do this? Like, it has nothing to do with the Thing. Anyway,
I've often, if someone, like, for example, asks you the standard, what would you do if you had a time machine? Go do things that would get you $1 million and all kinds of stuff. I'd say I'd use it to, first I'd do some investigation and research to find out who came up with the idea to make that show where, and the whole, I want to know who wrote it down and then who approved it. I want the names. That got on television and animated. I want everyone involved. And then I'm going to bring me a couple of brass knuckles. I'm going back in time. I'm not going to go after them when they're old. We'll go back right when they're making it, and it's going to get messy.
Yeah.
And that's what's going to happen.
But don't do that. Also, they had them teaming up with the Flintstones. It was like the Flintstones Thing Hour or something.
It was a Fred and Barney hour, but Fred and Barney that meets the Thing, but they never really meet.
Yeah, I know. It's just their cartoons separate. Yeah.
I like Fred and Barney.
No, I do too, but asses need to be kicked for that somehow, some way. Somehow it has to happen.
Call Brian Boitano. He'd probably kick an ass or two. That's what Brian Boitano would do.
Yep.
But first, I want to talk to him. I said, could you explain to me, give me a reason why I shouldn't beat you with this tire iron for what you did?
All right. So now that we've established that, the Hulk has escaped and he's hiding behind this rock.
Hey, hi, guys. I moved this rock for you.
And he's
Give
like,
me a ride.
Can you give me a lift? Yeah, it's like Proto Hulk, right?
Yeah. He's like, what's he hitchhiking for? He can jump.
I don't know. Can he jump yet?
In this,
he can jump.
Yeah. I don't understand the hitchhiking, but maybe he wanted to sleep. I don't know.
Yeah, he wanted to. Yeah, so he
just throws all the shit down the road. Wow, that's great. Thank you, dude. We pick you up, and this is what you do for us.
Yeah, he unloaded it. Who are we beating up again? The people that were responsible for the cartoon? Like,
the people who are responsible for the Fred and Barney Meet the Thing hour show from the 70s, in which the Thing puts on, a little kid named Ben puts on a ring and says, "Thing ring, do your thing," and he turns into a really terribly animated, drawn version of the Thing and does stupid things to the cartoon.
Yeah.
It doesn't even really look like I remember someone showed me that a while back. Was that one of the streams here that we looked back at that, or I can't remember if that was on the stream or not.
Yeah.
Where we look back at it. It's goofy.
Yeah.
All right, so Hulk turns normal again and then jumps out and runs off. They're like, "Oh, it's just some bum." All right.
I'm Bob Banner. Soon I'll be Bruce Banner. Bob right now.
I'm Bob Banner.
Boom, 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 boom. There's that music.
David Banyan or whatever.
My pants are purple. My clothes are torn up. I'm shirtless. And my name is Bob.
I'm glad they took the lyrics out. Now that you're singing the official lyrics, it does make sense that they took them out. Like, I think that was a good call.
Yes. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to reveal the lyrics.
That's
on the special edition DVD. The lyrics revealed.
Yes. They're lyrics to the Star Trek theme, and if you don't want to see them.
Oh dear! No, I didn't know that there's lyrics.
The Star Trek wah, 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 wah. They had to write music for the copyright, so Roddenberry wrote them, and I'm telling you now, never go look at them.
Oh, I'm doing it for sure. You never tell me not to do something. Never tell me the odds.
Hold on.
Oh gosh. The Treasury editions, yes, everybody wants Treasury edition.
Oh yeah.
All right. Here we go. The Hulk leaps and flies and jumps and hides.
Yep.
Where is he? The Avengers.
No.
He's definitely been here. Yep, he's been here all right. He trashed this place. You there.
The helicopter. Yeah.
Rick, what's the deal? Well, he might go to the lab. Well, he just smashed that up, didn't he?
And Rick won't tell them who he is. And they're like, well, kind of, you know, he's going to go to the town and maybe you should tell on him, drop dime on him so we can help him. No, I guess not.
Yeah.
So we've established, they don't really tell you much in these 2 issues, but Rick has decided to hook up with Captain America to be his partner. And Hulk don't like it.
Hulk feels so. Captain America took Hulk's spot in the Avengers team.
Yeah.
Rick, who is his buddy, is now the apprentice or sidekick, whatever, of Captain America.
Yep.
Hulk doesn't really need a lot of reasons to get angry, anyways. So
But Hulk left. Yeah, have you read Avengers? Like Hulk left himself.
Yeah.
He
left
like,
after the.
oh, you guys are out to get me, and he took off. And he's just a troublemaker. Like
He doesn't belong in the Avengers.
So now he's like, I don't like the Avengers because they kicked me. No, you kicked you out. Like Brett didn't screw Brett. No, Brett screwed Brett, actually.
Brett screwed.
No, you're absolutely right, Sean. I mean,
Yeah.
the Hulk was just, he doesn't fit the Avengers.
Yeah.
Well, he's going to become a defender. Yeah.
That's right. I love him in the Defenders. And they can barely, they have to, I mean, he's like BA. They have to trick him every time to do stuff. You know, in the
Yeah.
in the Defenders. You know, Doctor
I like
Strange.
how they keep breaking Murdoch out. It's like, why don't you just leave him broken out? Like, what's the difference? Like, just break him out and leave him. Like, they always have to get him out of the insane asylum with some weird thing. The Avengers, I'll rip that shit up. Jump.
Yeah.
All right.
I just read the lyrics. They're pretty corny, but like, I don't know. They had to do something, right? So
Yeah,
it's
they
about
had to.
love
They had
and
to, so they could copyright it. Yeah.
love and
It's been
journey and all that. Yeah.
It's been a long road getting from there to here. Is that how it
It's been a
starts?
long
No.
road getting from there.
to
It
here.
almost did.
I like that song anyways. I liked it when it
liked it.
the first second I heard, I thought Enterprise was the only show I watched on the premiere and actually watched it when it was on. And I'm like, I don't know, but I kind of like it. It was weird. I remember talking about it the next day with my friends. We're like, so what the hell? What do you think about the song and dissecting it all? Like, I don't know. I kind of liked it. And my one buddy, Paul, you met Paul, right, Sean? He was like, I like the song. I was like, yeah, I think I kind of like it. I kind of wish it was normal, like the normal thing, but I kind of like it.
Yeah, it was. I mean, 2 things can be true at the same time. I wish they'd probably just used the theme they called Archer's theme, which is the end theme thing.
Yep.
Right.
But they still, it's a good enough, and the opening visuals are wonderful about space flight and stuff. And man, you know, space traveling and man's descent into space and all that, it's ascent into space and all that stuff. So yeah,
That was cool. Yeah.
loved it. Poor old Reed's messed up though. Again, you know what? They adapted a lot of this story on the wonderful second season of the Fantastic Four cartoon from the 90s.
Right.
And
You're talking about this cartoon, Clobby? This is the one you're talking about?
No, thing. By
That's
the way, don't you dare tell him we're killing.
Listen, this was FK though who sent that. That's FK trolling us. He sent that to me. All right, go ahead, Clobby. Sorry.
Well, you know, on my opening credits for my Monday Night Comics show
Yes.
that number 1 made for me,
Yep.
Kel made for me. She didn't just know about all that kind of stuff, and she used different stuff. So she used an animated scene of the thing that she just found for him, and it's from that cartoon. And Mark was laughing at me. Said, "Don't tell her that I hate that cartoon. She'll want to change it."
He looks cool. It's just not the real thing, right? Like it's
It's not.
The marks are too big, but yeah, I mean because they have to animate it, right?
He doesn't even like on that shirt you got there, Sean. I love that cartoon, but he doesn't even look right on there. So
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
But
Well, I'm gonna make this my wallpaper now, just to troll everybody. This is gonna be my.
On the second season, though, that wonderful Fantastic Four cartoon that I love dearly, that's from the 90s.
Yeah.
Yep.
They adapt the Hulk story in that one. They took like Reed was sick, a couple different things, elements they had. That was different though, but it was to do with Rick Jones. You know, obviously it was a different story, but yeah.
Yeah. I remember
All right.
Namor had like a giant mullet in that show.
He
It kinda
did.
pissed me off, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Reed's not feeling very well because all the chemicals got thrown on him. So for one thing, but
By the
so
way, to provide some context, I'm sorry to the whole thing. I'm sorry about that, but I'm just going to let you know that this month that this issue came out was also Avengers number 4 came out. So the last month, right after issue number 3, it was. I mean, and number 2 was when Hulk left.
Right. Yes, so it's not far after, and it's happening at the same time that he's replaced. So
yeah, exactly. So
I forgot they drew chest hair on him too. The big hairy man.
Simply Steve, what's going on? Kirby, yes, Kirby Hulk. Comic Book Men. Oh dear, yes, I watched all that, and then when after I despised Kevin Smith, I had to like burn that from my memory. Well, he's not really in it that much. He's only in the beginning talking.
No, he's in it a lot. Like they have that round table that they in from time to time. Yeah.
Remember when he said he didn't like Jack Kirby or he didn't understand Kirby?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I brought that up, and you found it immediately on.
No. I now post that. Thanks, and I remember that happening, but Sean reminded me and found it, and then the second Sean reminded me, I found that. Now I put that I have it on my phone. Anytime someone's being a weird, I'm like, oh yeah, Kevin Smith. Oh, here's him.
Here's your Kevin Smith right here.
Here's your Kevin Smith for you right here.
Yeah.
He's a check off.
All right. So Reed's not feeling well, and Hulk is running amok. It's like breaking shit. Okay, so where's the so the actual battle? So they lay him down, and they go right to it. Johnny jumps out, and now we're just getting right into fighting. So Hulk rips this thing off, tries to like swing it, but he melts it.
Right.
Yeah.
Smashes the ground, grabs him because fire doesn't matter, and he's out. Like that's it. Human Torch is out.
Yeah.
4-panel.
Well, I guess I won't kill him. I don't know.
Yeah. By the way, it was Avengers 3 that leads into this. It was right before this.
Oh wow.
Which was when Avengers number 3 was when they fought, and like Fanty's talking about, the Space Phantom was is the reason, was pretending to be the Hulk or something like that.
Right.
Was right there. To be fair to Space Phantom, who is not in the Phantom Union, made all the distrust the Avengers have come to the surface, and Hulk took the offense. I thought, right.
True. Okay. Yeah. He's like, oh, the way you looked at me when you fought me, it's like, and all that stuff. You thought the worst of me. Yeah. I remember that now.
See, you guys were naysayers earlier, huh?
Okay, but you can still reason it out, man. It's like, I don't know.
Here's P. Diddy.
Oh God.
I'm just kidding. He's not hitting any of the women here, so it's obviously not.
Yeah.
That was low. Okay, right. Ben's not feeling well. Can we get a doctor in the house here? Like, what's going on here? He's becoming a nun or something. This is weird.
He's got nonitis.
All right. Yeah, I love the hairy chest, as you were saying.
Hairy chest, man.
He's gonna flame on again. This is cool. Invisible Woman comes in. I love that everyone's there. They're like, holy shit, it's a fight. There's camera operators and there's like the military. And I like how the military is like, well, we better let
the Fantastic Four handle this.
Yeah. Let the FF handle this shit. This is above my paycheck. And the thing is, he can't, like, because the invisible barriers are, he can't grab.
Yeah.
And the big colorful word balloons. But like, so she has to concentrate. So one of the downsides is that like she has to concentrate on whatever she's doing. So if she's making the shield, she's making it. She can't do anything else. And then so he's got him there, jumps down, and here we go. Oh, let's. Thank you so much for the super chat. Tuning in and out while at work. Thank you for hail Jay, Sean, Mike. Everyone in chat. Chuck Norris tears cannot bear the Hulk and the thing. Yeah, Chuck Norris tears could cure both the Hulk. You're correct. Did you know that my wife didn't know that if Chuck Norris was a real like person, she just thought it was like a joke character.
Meme or something? Yeah,
a meme or something. I said no, it's a real guy.
I figured married to you, you'd have showed her those movies, some of his movies.
I have many, and I'll be pre-ordering the Vinegar Syndrome 4K release of Invasion USA.
I saw that after midnight because they sent around an email around midnight, and I'm like, oh yeah, the sale's on. Let me see what. And the first thing that was there was Invasion USA. Like, I can't believe they're giving the shine to that, man. That's awesome.
Oh, I can't wait. So I posted that Invasion USA is just slightly above the wheel for the greatest things that mankind has ever produced.
Yeah.
So it was JCVD is number 1. Number 2 is Sliced Bread. Number 3 is Invasion USA. Number 4 is The Wheel. That's
So you're saying bread has to be sliced to
yeah, sliced bread is like definitely number 2.
If they ever invented slicing it, you wouldn't be into it.
Thanks, RR. I really appreciate it, man. That's awesome.
I figured, but like you said, you have him in the movies and stuff. You didn't know he was real? What? She's not into those movies, I guess.
No, she hasn't seen any of the movies. No, she didn't know, and I was like, well, I don't really watch. I don't really watch those with her because she's just like has zero interest in it, right?
Yeah,
so,
I got you.
But I will watch Yor and Ator and all those in front of her, and then she'll look up. She's like, "This is the worst movie ever." I'm like, "Oh no, you haven't seen the worst movies ever." Like,
yeah, I haven't seen it.
Don't tell her. Don't challenge me, right?
Yeah, no. You definitely don't want to take me up on that. That's what I'm saying. You guys are all talking like you guys have seen bad movies. You haven't seen anything. Now I'm going to pull rank on you on this one.
I defer.
Yeah. Like if you're thinking these like
MST3K and Riff Rack, so I mean.
Oh no, those movies are great. If
you've seen The Room, you can't. I mean, you can't be worse.
Yeah. I like the Golden Child.
I like the Golden Child. I saw it in the theater. Yeah.
I like Golden Child.
I did like it too. I saw it in the theater. Are we wrong for that?
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I like Golden Child. So Nemesis, she's seen a little bit of Nemesis too, yeah.
Wow.
But not Nemesis 3. But Nemesis 4 is the bad one.
2 and 3 are the same. It's
the same movie.
Yeah.
All right, so here we go, man. The Clash.
It's Clobberin Hulking time.
All right, we're gonna go through all this.
Time there. Bust him up. Ben,
oh my God.
Man, this is it. The beginning, because the last one they didn't get to fight much.
The rest of this is fighting. So we're on. They're more than half of this comic is the fight now.
So Thing punches Hulk. Hulk gets out of it, charges after Thing.
Yeah.
And then tears a bus in half.
Well, this bus got in its way, to be honest with you. It's like, get out of my way. Tear it in half, man.
Yep.
Now Hulk is slightly smaller here. He'd be,
not on the cover though, so the proportions are kind of weird.
Yeah, he's bigger than Thing usually, so
this is good.
Yeah,
this looks good.
About the way it should be.
Yeah, that looks good to me.
But in the interior, sometimes things go a little differently. Obviously, over the course of time, that changes, and Hulk gets bigger, and Thing gets bigger, but not quite as big. It just depends on who's drawing it a lot of the time.
Pretty much.
Thing is, Kirby always kept him the relative same height. Then other artists who took over different periods would tend to draw him like crazy big sometimes. Ben.
Fandy, right. I love Jim Carter. I'm looking at it right now on my show.
I was just saying we like Jim Carter. I thought, it's like, we like.
For whatever reason, there's a pommel horse in the middle of the town, and you can just like use that to kick guys and stuff.
You just like saying Jim Carter.
Jim Carter.
I do, yes.
Like I was watching MST3K, they kept saying Jim Carter.
Was that in that show? Oh my God!
All right, we're gonna address this, and then we're gonna move on. So Ironhide. Not okay. Yeah. I have Rock and Roll Nightmare, the soundtrack. I have the special edition, limited edition DVD. I've met John Michael Thor, which I'll get the picture up for you. He signed my DVD and my CD of Rock and Roll Nightmare, baby. You're not talking to some guy who just walked in off the streets or whatever. I'm gonna show the picture on this stream. Just hang in there. We're gonna show you the picture.
Living inside a TARDIS with a fit all that crap in there, man.
It is a TARDIS.
Yeah, Rock and Roll Nightmare is awesome. Intercessor
is not as good.
Yeah,
it's not as good.
Yeah,
it's not as good. All right, so Sean, you did exactly what I did, which is I started keeping toll in my mind, like, okay, who got the next hit, right?
Yeah, so he breaks the bus in half.
Yeah.
and he throws tires at the thing. Thing then uses that to punch through to Hulk.
Yes.
Yep.
And then Hulk just grabs an arm like, oh.
Benji ain't letting
Yeah, he
up on
powered him. This is so cool. Though. He powered him down, and then he got back up, and
then Thing got back up.
Man.
It's like wrestling. Then it uses that, and then I think Hulk throws Thing right into a building. Yeah.
I hope nobody's in that building.
Oops.
It's
like Zack Snyder.
I mean, it's like look at that. I mean, it should fall.
Right.
Yeah, he's just like rocking it.
Not
like,
wreck the whole damn building. He said, "Holy smoke! I better do something before." What do you mean before he wrecks it? It's got to fall, but it doesn't. I guess.
Yeah, this is like this is teetering here.
Yeah.
And then so this is like wrestling move. So he grabbed his arm and his leg and smashed the crap out of him here.
Yeah, into a manhole, but then Thing uses the electricity wires.
Yes.
And then he's like he lures Hulk down, and then Hulk gets electrocuted. That doesn't really work either.
And that was used in that episode too. A lot of stuff was.
Yeah.
All this stuff was. Reed being sick.
Yeah.
Reed's got like the flu or something.
Yeah, well, those chemicals got built on him, right?
Yeah.
And then they did that episode had some changes. Like it was Bruce Banner that was trying to help Reed get over his sickness through the gamut. He brought Bruce Banner in to help cure Ben in that comic, but still.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so he crawls out. Yancey Street Gang. Woo-hoo.
Yet the Yancey Street Gang tries to help him.
That's cool.
That was kind of funny.
Yep.
Bullseye. It'll carry the Hulk clean. What did they say before that? They said something about. The Thing's going to need this interruption. We don't mind needling him, but we're not letting anyone else pulverize our favorite whipping boy.
Yep. So they fall. They go into the ocean.
He'll never know they helped him.
And then he tries to jump.
And then he's leaping in the water, which is cool. And then he busts through the bottom of the boat, like dun dun dun. He destroys the boat.
Yeah, it's like you thought you.
I like the continuity of this fight. That's the thing. Like you could say, like, well, like Jack Kirby, overrated. Well, no, a lot of people don't know how to make a fight where you can follow it along. It is cartooning. Like this is
cartooning. It's storytelling. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And then so now rips these pillars like they're fighting within the section here.
These girders.
And then it's like he's like throwing them into it, trying to like tie him up. I love this kind of stuff where they like try to like wrap the guy up or whatever. That's kind of always neat.
Mm-hmm.
I like Thing here. He's getting closer to what
he later is. Yeah, very much so.
Really, we're maybe like 3 steps away or whatever. Like we're real close now.
Mm-hmm.
Cutting back to readers. Here, look at this dog. Look at this guy. It's like doctor comes in. Oh, he's not doing very well. Yeah, I can tell that, doc. Like, well, I talk in yellow, so that's it. Stand by. A bunch of shit's happening. That's literally what it says. It's like, holy shit, there's some shit going down here. So boom, smashes out of it. A punch. Boof. Oh, look at this big. So you got him down. I've got more important work to do. Shoot him. Breaks this down. And then continued next issue. Have we had any continuing ones like this? Where it actually says continued next issue? Is this the first?
Yeah. No, we've had a couple.
No, we had I don't know what, but
yeah. There was like there were the early ones like issue 6, 5, and a couple of them. Wasn't there a 2-parter where it was Doom, then it was Doom and Subby, and then it was another one?
Something like that.
A couple of
them. I don't know if it actually says like continued. Like I know they all continued. Like the next one has them, but like this literally says.
I think we did, man, but don't quote me on that. That might be me guess.
Well, this also yeah, one of the early stories where they show the scrappiness of Thing, like that, like being his personality, like he
Right.
just doesn't give up. Like,
Yeah.
I think in this issue,
That's one of the earliest examples of that.
Yeah, he's just running on courage or something like that right now.
Right.
So,
Absolutely.
yeah.
Yep. He's out,
All
man.
right. For my
Hey.
buddy Ironhide, there's me and John Michael Thor from, and there's Rock and Roll Nightmare. He's signing it right there for me. So there you go.
Nice. There you go. Cool.
That's old school. Me and Thor. So there you go.
Indeed.
We'll have to go through all my. We'll have to go. I should do a stream. Go through everybody I met. That'd be kind of a fun. I might just do that just for my own amusement.
Yeah. There you go. Stream or a vid, either way. Yeah.
That might be kind of fun.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it won't be as fun as this issue.
Oh no. Fantastic Four, volume only, number 26, cover by Jack King Kirby, inks by Saul Brodsky, colors Dan Goldberg, letters Artie Simek, February 11th, 1964 release date, cover date May 1964. This month, wow, it's covered in this month. It's covered in this month 60 years ago. Wow. So,
Why is Rick Jones so high up?
I don't know, but we have written, created, drawn by the great Jack Kirby, inkers George Russos, and letter Artie Simek. So
awesome. Before we continue, guys, make sure everyone's subscribed to Sean's channel. Link is in the description of all my videos, but it's also in the chat here. And make sure everyone is subscribed to Clobberin Times. I think everybody on here is subscribed to both of you. The link is in all my videos and this chat and this description too. So there you go.
Thank you.
All right. This is continuing. Now this one. Now the first one was great because we got our Thing Hulk rematch, which we were waiting on that, but now this one gets even more crazy. This is crazy. Now, what do you think about this? Looks pretty good. This head here of Torch.
Yes, this is. Russos was a very good inker. And,
this is cool.
Yeah. Top-notch stuff. Just getting better and better.
They're hugging it out. See, it's fine.
Yeah.
You guys told me there was a lot of fighting in this one. They're hugging on the Fred. Oh, come on. Wow. That's a bait and switch.
By the way,
there.
Just so you know, remember, Jay and Sean, this is the very last time Thing and Hulk ever fight. You will never see another one. This is Joe Joy.
Yes. So, chat, remember, if you're here in the chat right now, you're seeing something special. This is the last time they're ever going to fight each other. Pay no attention to the other 400 times they fight each other after this.
Don't listen to that lie right there. Buddies forever after this, and they love each other, and
That's why they're hugging here. This is to foretell the future.
They hug it out. No. So, yep.
All right.
No one can fight the Hulk like this. Thanks, Meathead. This little rest is just what I needed.
Why is Thing sleeping in a rock bed? Like, come on. Bromance. Yes, that would be good.
Bromance.
One and done. First time ever. I remember I declined free comic books. They had that Clobberin time. And I know you were very upset over this, Clobby. And I was actually so upset. I was upset for you. That comic book called Clobberin Time.
Last year, whatever it was.
It was and the first issue was like, then the second issue was one of the worst comic books I've ever read in my life.
So terrible.
And like I was so enraged that I stopped reading it on page 3 or 4 or whatever page the famous thing was from.
Yeah, it was.
I stopped reading it.
Yeah.
And they gave out free copies of it at a show that Sean and I went to. We went to a show. They were giving out free copies, and I literally said, and Sean hadn't read it. I was like, Sean, don't even take the free one. And the guy's like, "Are you serious? You're not gonna?" I was like, "No, we're not taking them. I'm sorry, we're not taking it. I don't because I can't. I literally gave it away myself. Like it is the worst.
in that one, or the second one, or first one, or whatever it was.
Well, if he was in the first 3 pages, I don't know because I don't know. The first issue was like okay, it was a comic book, but then the second issue is where they said Thing was like privileged or whatever. I was like, yep.
Oh yeah.
Now we are done. and these people can F themselves. The most unprivileged person of all time in comics. Like,
I remember it was garbage. Yeah, did you see that one before that, the year or two before that, called, I think it was just called The Thing. I can't remember what it was called, but they tried a series before that by Walter Mosley, who's an interesting writer, but it was full of garbage like that too, and it was really weird art. We gave it, I think Martin and I reviewed it, and it was
Yeah, I didn't see that one. I don't know. I just like,
I forgot what it was called now, Thing or something. I don't know, not Thing.
I don't know.
Anyway.
Okay, so
here's the real deal right here.
Yeah, he throws the mud here. It's like
he calls him Cuddles. See, tell you the words.
Cuddles. And punches him in his face. Oof! I like the military guys are like, oh, should we do anything in this issue? No, man. Nobody wants to see us do anything. They want to see the big guys fight.
We'll go hang out with Sergeant Fury while let the freaks fight.
This guy's trigger happy. I can tell. He's like,
fight.
I want to shoot something, man. Let me shoot something. Calm down, Sergeant. Now they're I love the guys on the roofs here. They're like, holy crap, let's get this. This is like Godzilla -1 with those guys on the roof. They got their asses handed to them.
That's from the original as well.
It is from the original. Yes, yeah, it is. Yeah. All right, so Reed is still like sick, and then it's like they're like, oh, we gotta help this guy out. Put him in the bed here. What are these formulas? This is all the crap that fell on him.
Yes. These are test tubes, and I'm the doctor, so I'm going to heal him. But I'm not as good a doctor as he is. Flame on. At least they got the asbestos, everything around him.
Yeah, yep. I do like this though because it also shows that Johnny doesn't give up. Actually, this whole entire both of these issues, nobody gives up. Like Reed really is still trying to go out and fight, and he keeps like just collapsing.
Right. Yes.
Yeah. I love the bandage here. It's like
Yes, indeed. These guys are pure heroes.
Yeah. So here he comes back, even though he's injured. Shoots a flame ball. Breaks the hydrant. Shoots water at him.
Hulk is just an a-hole. I mean, at this time, I think this is part of the problem why a series wasn't big. It's because I guess they were, and in a sense, it was more in this comic. He was more of lesser of evil. He's not heroic in any way. He's just a jerk off.
Yeah. So this Hulk. So if you guys haven't been noticing, if the chat hasn't been noticing, Hulk is speaking, and he's completely talking. Like, no, you're trying to trick me, like the Avengers did. But when my guard is down, you'll attack. Well, it won't work. You're like, is that the Hulk talking?
Yeah.
So the Hulk is, there's a lot of weird things with the Hulk. I started reading Hulk from the first appearance and on, and Steve actually completed it. I think Steve completed the entire Hulk, like volume 1, all of it. Or not volume 1, I guess. Like volume 1 is only 6 issues, but I mean.
Well, yeah, that original one up to when they discontinued everything.
Up to whatever, 500 or whatever it is, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
So he read or he's real close to finishing it.
Yeah.
And him and I were doing something called the Gamma Zone. And it was a podcast though. It wasn't a live stream where we went through we were just like we're doing now, but we were doing it just audio only. We were going through every issue.
Okay.
And,
cool.
Such weird. Hulk's awesome though. Like it's really cool. And the movies and the shows, nothing has really
captured the Hulk.
it.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of weird things. We know that he would turn at night. That was a thing. And then there's a thing where he would go in this machine and like step on this, like, it's like literally like you go to the doctor and you get your weight. It's like a weight, you step on the scale and then he would turn. You're like, what the hell? Like, it was just like,
yes. Yeah. It was very different.
Yeah, it's just weird. This talking. I think the first time I got into Hulk comics was when he was green, and it was just like Savage Hulk or whatever, just like, dumb Hulk. And then it went gray pretty quickly, and then Gray Hulk is going to have most of my comics is Gray Hulk. Almost all the Hulk comics I own are Gray Hulk, just because that happened to be when I was getting him, and I happened to just like Gray Hulk because of that reason, because those are the most comics I had.
Yeah.
But the Green Hulk was awesome. Sorry?
I'm saying my first exposure was the 60s cartoon, of course, and then
Yes.
the Power Records that was taken from one of the later, Derb Trimpe Hulks with 7 inks or whatever like that. Had him fighting on there. It's called the Incredible Hulk at Bay, and it was I can't remember the issue number it was taken from. He was fighting Abomination and Rhino, right?
Yep.
So,
yep.
Yeah, I mean,
that's awesome.
Yeah,
if you would do one comic for that, that's cool.
Yeah, and that's my Hulk. That's the one like I grew up loving that one, the Hulk Smash Hulk, the one it was. Then later I would see him, obviously in that his own title, and then Defenders, and so I fell in love with that Hulk. That's my Hulk, and then later, I probably dropped the book long before you were talking about there, Sean, as far as picking those up. Right. I know what you're talking about, the Peter David run, the Mr. Fix-It, and all that stuff. But I kind of dumped out of him somewhere, in the 200s, close to 300s or whatever. But yeah, and so
it's different.
I'll never get but I didn't see this till reprints many years later, but probably almost into the 80s or 90s when they started. I don't know where I got the reprints from. They were reprinting these in Marvel Super Action, maybe, or a couple other ones. And I was like, man, he was really. Oh no, I'm sorry. Origins of Marvel Comics in the 70s reprinted the first story, and I'm like, man, Hulk's really different.
This is totally so. I mean, this is not anything that we're used to.
This is not the Hulk, that I started with.
Right. Yeah. Right. Me neither. Even though I was still doing the Gray Hulk, I started before he was gray, and before he turned gray, he was kind of your normal Hulk that we would call him, like just regular Hulk.
Yep.
And
and Bobby has those Treasury editions. I have those as well. So those reprints did do some of the older stuff, but that's not what I saw first. Just like you, we saw the old later stuff, So.
Yeah, no Hank Pam. Yep, that's right. They didn't use Hank. They went right to Scott.
Yeah, well, they did, but not the way we want him.
They did have Hank, but not the right.
Yeah.
So here's a cool thing. He catches the missile here, and then
he throws it.
That's
cool. He didn't throw it for all of his bluster about wanting to kill people. He didn't throw it at him.
Yeah, he didn't throw it at anybody. Johnny, you okay? It's like, what's going on here? Here comes the purple car to match his purple pants.
I thought, is that Rick Jones?
I work for Dick Jones. No, I work for Rick Jones. Rick Jones, he's the number 2 guy at the Gamma Lab.
OCP.
He knows the Hulk. He knows the Hulk. Purple car alert.
So there he goes with the what the hell? The Hulk. Stop! I want your train, and I want you to all get off the train so I can drive it somewhere.
Yeah, he drives the train.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, dude. Whatever,
we've got to play our close personal friend.
It is weird.
That is
weird.
I did do a weird on that one.
It is totally weird.
Matthew Pounder, thank you so much.
Matthew Pounder. Nobody can afford the Hulk.
The one thing I bought, the only thing that I purchased on iTunes where I actually purchased the TV thing was the cartoon Hulk, the one that was with Amazing Friends, or like dun 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 dun.
Yeah, very memorable thing. He's the one where when he would change back to Bruce Banner, his clothes would come back.
His clothes goes back. Yeah.
I read the it's online. You can go to like Hulk. What's the year? Whatever year that came out, whatever year it is. You can go to that. I something like .com.
Yeah.
So like Hulk82.com or whatever.
82, yeah.
And the guys got the actual memos and communications with like the animators and with the production company, and they're like, "What are we going to do about the thing?" They're like, "We're just going to ignore it. He's just going to get his clothes back. That's it." Like they literally say the problem of his clothes, and the memo literally says he'll just get the clothes back. Ignore it. Like just ignore it.
Kids are watching it. They don't care.
They don't care. Right.
But I was 18.
Oh dear, you would have been like, "What the hell?"
I was pissed off, just like I didn't like Spider-Man and his Amazing Friends.
Yeah,
because I didn't like them living with, and I just it wasn't Spidey to me. In this cartoon, I'm like, his freaking clothes are coming back. What in the? So, but yeah.
we were like 6 when we saw it, so I thought it was awesome, man.
I bought it on iTunes, which is the biggest ripoff in the entire universe. Like,
right.
I
have it on YouTube.
YouTube, it's still fun to watch. Bobby, you're right, man. FF112, great thing Hulk issue.
Yeah. Oh, we're not reviewing that one. It's in the danger zone.
It's after Kirby, but it's still a great John Buscema thing Hulk battle.
All right.
Love it. One of my favorites. Great cover.
Oh man. He's made it back to the Avengers.
And he wants to kill him. I mean, he keeps talking about killing him.
Yeah, but look how awesome this page is.
Yes.
Holy crap! This is badass. It's just like everyone's like on him. The Wasp was like, "Oh dear."
But even Thor says, "This is ridiculous. We need more room. He's going to take us out in the middle."
This was so he's also upset with Rick.
Yeah.
Wasp is it's not yet. Oh, it's coming up. Cut back to Reed to see how he's doing, putting on his boots. I'm good. Let's do it. Bill Bixby always found clothes. Yeah, he always did. He stole clothes. I think. That's a good program, but it's not really Hulk. Like I liked it as a kid because and but it's a good program. Like
it's a good show, but it was tough to when you're 13, you've been loving the Hulk for years, and you see, yes, he's green, check. He's big and muscle bound, not like outrageous like a comic book, but he growls, doesn't talk. He's not fighting soldiers or villains. He's just running around solving everybody's problems. Yeah, that's a good show.
Yeah.
But
it's like a solid show, but it's just like it's not exciting for the Hulk parts. You're just like
no.
He did fight another Hulk at one point. There was another Hulk guy.
He did, kind of neat. And a bear,
and there's the what's it called? Thor and Daredevil and whatever.
He did. Yeah. Bixby was terrific.
Yeah. So Wasp goes into his ear.
Yes,
that's awesome. That is the best thing Wasp has ever done. Because like otherwise, does she do anything? Like, I'm not a big Wasp fan, especially after the movies.
Really? Oh, well, yeah. But you know what? She was really, in my opinion, brilliantly portrayed on Earth's Mightiest Heroes. She's a great character on there. And, of course, in a lot of later comics, she's a good character. But, of course, I'm sorry, they really I don't know if you've ever seen Avengers Earth's Mightiest Heroes.
I own it, but I haven't watched it.
One of the greatest cartoons ever made, in my opinion, killed way too soon. I love, and adore it. Mm-hmm. And I thought all the characterization is terrific. That's one of the best characterizations of the Hulk I've ever seen, by the way. And he is he's a little bit closer to this, but not quite. He's not dumb Hulk, but he's also so brilliantly handled. But Janet Van Dyne on that cartoon is amazing. His green paint was all over the beard. Wow. Janet Van Dyne is really great on that show. All of her great. I love it so much. I want to go back and start watching it again for the 20th time right now.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I just looked it up. I own how many seasons of?
Only 2, unfortunately.
I think I've got both there.
You ever get a chance, man? It's worth it. Did you like the Justice League Unlimited cartoons?
For sure.
Yeah, it's that equivalent. It's Marvel equivalent, Avengers equivalent of that. It's that quality, in my opinion. It adapts so many classic stories. It's not perfect, but it's close. I love it. And again, I forget the lady's name who did the Wasp voice on there. Is brilliant, and the character's really good. So,
well, I'll definitely I own it, so I should watch it eventually. I didn't think you
should.
All right, so our another super chat, buddy.
Wow.
All right. Let's see. For you, imagine Byrne leaves FF. Okay, hires Alan Moore to take over. Oh, did you like Byrne on FF? I think a lot of people do like Byrne on FF.
Most people do. I like his first couple of years, first year or 2.5 years or so. Then I thought he really got tired and stale and did a lot of crap I didn't like, and it burned me out. And he burned me out. I left. At that point, Moore was at the height of his powers. If you get like You get the right artist, it'd have been killer. Moore could have done. He hated Marvel, so he would never work for Marvel. He hates DC, but Moore would have done a brilliant run on FF, and he wouldn't have stayed too long. He probably would have stayed a couple of years, because he could write anything. So that would be RR. That'd be a dream as an FF fan.
I mean, Alan, like the peak Alan Moore stuff. It's like I try to buy as much of it as I can get. Like
I have it all, every bit of it. And I love it.
He's awesome. So yeah, that would just be like incredible. He's just like, the thing is, you got to separate him. Like, he's a bit of a nutter right now.
Oh, he's way insane now.
Yeah. He's literally, I think he might be insane, but we need.
I'm such an Alan Moore fanatic. I once toyed with the idea of writing a book about all of his 80s and 90s work, which is the only worth work.
Oh my God, you should do that. That'd be awesome.
I've thought about. I mean, I have it all. I've read it all so many times. I have collected everything to do with Alan Moore. And of course now it gets made fun of because Alan Moore's such a nut. Yeah, his stuff. Now I'm hearing things because it's so many years later. Alan Moore stuff wasn't really all that good.
No, that's a lie. I hate stuff like that. If you think the guy's a goof,
fine, yeah, but yeah, if you don't like him, but people are trashing Watchmen now and other stuff. I'm like, look,
oh come on.
If you don't like it, it's fine. One guy, and I'm a fan of his. I'm not gonna say who he is. Went on. He's constantly posting on the X about Alan Moore's stuff was way overrated, was never good. Watchmen was never any good. And he even said Watchmen was never relevant. All right, look, if you don't like it, fine. This was one of the top 100 works of fiction voted of the century.
Yeah.
And it's
copied. So
it's done damage.
Yeah.
You could argue that.
Yeah.
But the significance cannot be argued against.
Yeah, but even if it did damage, it's still significant anyways. Like Sean points out all the time, Batman and Robin is an important movie in historical film because it's like, because of that movie, everything shifted. Like, whoa, we've gone way too far. This is completely goofy and stupid. We need to rein this all back in.
Yeah. And I don't like the X-Men movies, but they were a reaction to that film. And pretty much every superhero movie after that was a reaction to Batman and Robin. True. It's important, but it's terrible. But that doesn't. But its importance can't be overstated.
Absolutely,
right? Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not going to wear glasses because Skeptic thinks I look weird. But then I can't see anything without them. I like this entire thing is a complete
Skeptic. Like,
I'm wearing my. I have my cooler glasses are like the smaller ones. But I'm wearing my at-home glasses.
The hipster glasses. Yeah.
Damn, Skeptic.
Yeah. All right, back to the fight here. Look at this. Oh, so now you got Cap, and so Hulk's pissed at Cap because he feels he took his spot. Oh, he shook Wasp out of his ear.
Sure,
I know you're kidding, Skeptic. You can't offend me. No, it's impossible to offend me. You can piss me off, but
I think Hulk sometimes the game he's having a reaction to the gamma radiation and it's making him shorter.
I know.
Yeah, look what happened here. He's like super short.
Or maybe they use some pin particles on him and he's getting shorter.
They do. I thought that's what happened, but it didn't.
Yeah. No, because they're pills in this. They're not pin particles yet.
Yeah.
They're pills, yeah. All right, so hold on. It's been the Avengers here for a bit, and now, here comes the Fantastic Four.
But they get in the way.
Yep.
Yeah.
So this is all about each guy getting in the way of the other guy. Oh, you goof, you twisted my arm, and oof, you idiot, you put the invisible shield on me.
Jamie, what are your thoughts on Iron Man Spike mask?
I love that.
I like every Iron Man. We should get D-Bud on here to break all this down. I like all of the Iron Mans up into and including Clobby's not going to be my friend after this. My favorite Iron Man is the Silver Centurion Iron Man.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Okay.
I don't mind it, but I don't hate it. I don't like it much. It's either one. It's okay.
Right. And the reason is the same reason for all of it, because that's what was in the TSR role-playing game.
Okay.
The brown Wolverine costume, that Silver Centurion Iron Man, the Spider-Man black costume, though I do think the regular Spider-Man costume is way better than the black one, but I like the black one. I don't hate it. I like it. So all of those, that's the role-playing game that I played all that like you guys don't understand. We play that every weekend all the time. Like we just, it was, so all those versions of those characters is what it was in the role-playing game. Cap was still Cap. He wasn't John Walker or whatever at that time, but Captain Marvel was Monica Rambeau in that game.
Yeah.
So that was the Captain Marvel that I first knew. Who else? Like any of the, and it was just weird for some reason. It was right in that time period where there's a lot of weird changes. It wasn't Grey Hulk. It actually was still green.
That
it was still Green Hulk.
Phase 2.
Yes.
That's where they get the phrase terminology for the movies from. Everyone forgets that. In the comics, they made a Phase 2 and touted that in their house ads. So, yeah. Anyway.
Yeah, so Mark IV. Yeah. But should be black in the film. Sure, it's gonna suck anyway. So we're gonna watch. Oh, I can't wait for that to come out, and I'm gonna trash the living hell of it, and I'm gonna get a lot of views. I can't wait for tomorrow morning when I watch this garbage Doctor Who, and I'm gonna get tons. You know what? I'm not getting as many views because it's so bad that people have given up.
They're leaving.
Yeah, the ratings are so low, so it's hurting my channel. Now I need the people to come back to watch it so they can watch me trash it. Anyways, it's so the ratings are so low that they don't even care. Even me trashing it's not important anymore. Okay. So do you like this costume, Sean? The Iron Man?
I like it. It's not something I'm used to. When I was reading back issues, I saw it. I'm like, oh, okay. I really liked it when they made the Marvel Legends version, and a mutual friend of ours got it, and I thought it was really cool.
Yeah, which ones do I have? I have like maybe two or three. I've got Silver Centurion, duh.
Yeah.
I have that newer one, which none of you will like. Actually, Iron Man is one of the few guys where it still kind of looks cool no matter what.
Yeah. I don't like the overly complicated ones. By the way, D-Bud was on the other night, and he showed me he just got these new ones. The gray, a new version of the gray one, of the original, which is great, and the first gold one that just came out. Osborn, he just got those in, and they're beautiful. Those are really good. I'd like to get those.
Yeah, I haven't seen that, and I did not say Furiosa was going to suck. When did I say that?
When did you say that?
I never. And Clobby makes fun of me for saying I was liking that. So no. Skeptic, you're wrong on that one. I don't remember saying it was going to suck. I bought the tickets for the opening night or whatever. I might go again. All right. So let's continue on here with Hulk grabbing Rick, and so he's also upset with Rick.
But to break Rick's arm, pulling him like that.
Yeah. But oh man, the hammer, and then it nailed Ben. In his feet.
Yeah.
He's like, feet on the side.
What happened to Thor's hammer? Looks weird. It looks like
that is weird. That's a weird. Weird. Yeah. So it comes back to him. This is the time period where it needs to return within a minute, or else he reverts back to Don Blake.
Yeah. Don Blake. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I've read the first 20, 30 issues of Iron Man. I've read the first, 20, 30 of whatever Journey into Mystery, and then whatever. I've read Captain America. I've read not the Golden Age Captain America, but like the
right. Yeah.
So, and I even did Giant Man with all those the Tales to Astonish and all that. So everyone separately, but did not do Avengers. I don't know why. Maybe I should just buckle down and just bloody hell just go.
Avengers is awesome because it's everything is an event, and they keep changing their roster. It makes it kind of interesting. It's like there's that quartet version where everyone hated Cap. And
they called it Cap's Kooky Quartet.
Yeah. And the Hawkeye called him Methuselah all the time. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. I like that though. That's a bit later.
Yeah.
First, but by issue 8 or 9, 9, I think you get Masters of Evil, and they got a lot of great stuff up in there.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you read War Across Time, that series I did last year, with Alan Davis art with Paul Evans that took place during the old days.
Yeah.
That was kind of cool.
Yeah, I only have the first issue of that. I should get.
Yeah, see, I should. Maybe I have them all, so I could buckle down and do them. So I should just do them. All right, so now this is like massive. Okay, guys, this is the blame game.
Yeah, that Iron Man and Reed Richards talking smack at each other.
It's your fault. No, it's your fault. No, it's you. It's your fault.
Your
All
finger
right.
pointing at you.
Whenever you point a finger, there's 3 fingers pointing back. That's why I always point like this to people. I do that because I have nothing points. You did this to you. It's like, there's always 3 fingers pointing back. Not when I do it. You're watching this and says, Matthew, I would say thank you, but I think everyone is going to be watching this.
Thank you, Matthew. I'm the only one dumb enough to be. Are you gonna? Oh, you gonna?
I'm watching it. Yeah, I'll watch it. Yeah.
I'll watch it tonight, Matthew. So you don't have to. Not that you would anyway. You're way smarter than me. So
yeah. Oh no, I'll watch it tomorrow. I'll do this. I already have the icon. I already have the icon saying it sucks. I don't need to. I don't.
What does it say about you?
Oh, you want it, Sean? Sean wants it.
Yeah.
What does that say about me?
I mean, what does that say about me?
I don't know. What does it say?
It says you can shit in my mouth.
I think you're talking about Shooty, but
Shooty. No, ew, that's gross. Okay.
That's gross, but
that is gross, yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so the Avengers are here. I like how Thor always stands in action pose mode. Like,
yes, I am
showing off the
I am Thor Odin's son.
I'm
God of thunder.
I've got a belt.
Yep. Stay thy hand, villain.
It's like, we're really hungry after that fight, Iron Man. Do you think you can order us a pizza? Why, yes. I have a communicator right here. Dial right into the pizza place. Hello? We need a pizza. We need 3 large pizzas, one pepperoni, one cheese, and yeah, get a veg pizza just because Reed likes veg. Or
well, he took them out to a shawarma in the movie, so
he did take him out to shawarma, and I do love shawarma. So there you go. And I liked it before that movie. You thought you were teaching me something?
Tony Stark didn't even know what it was.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's like, I've never had before. Let's go.
Let's go. Yeah.
Yep, except I don't even know what it is, but I want to try it.
Yeah. It's just chicken. It's nothing.
Yeah, you have FKH quoting from Night at the Opera there. Good stuff. And
yes.
Make that
and 3 hard-boiled eggs. Yeah.
1 duck egg.
It's like, they look in and it's like he sees the suit. He's like, it's like a $1 suit. He's like, look, that sounds like my suit, all right. I sold your suit. He's like, how much did you get? $1. He's like, sounds like my suit or whatever.
Is my Aunt Manny in here? I don't know. You can look around. You can probably find someone good.
Yeah, that's the best line. He keeps bringing up. It's like, yeah, just come on in. Yeah, you can find someone better if he's not here. You can find someone else.
I love it movie.
Okay, really, realistically, that's the silliest joke. And then they open the door and they all fall out. Like, it's like, you can't get that many people.
It's the stateroom scene.
Oh, that's the best.
And then we got a Three Stooges quote. Love it. Bert toasted a rotten egg. Boy, toasted a rotten egg. What do you want that for? I got a tapeworm and it's good enough for him.
Oh God. Wish Dick Ayers had inked this one. Who inked this one again? I forgot.
George Russo's on this one, Matthew. I love Dick Ayers, but I think Russo does a pretty good job. I think we could have not had the chest hairs on the Hulk, but
yeah.
Right. Well, he's a man. Just because some of my panelists don't have chest hair, that doesn't mean
he's a man.
He's a manly man.
I'm talking about the Hulk, though. He's not a man. He's the Hulk.
He's the hulking man. So he's doing the Van Damme splits here.
Yeah.
Throwing stuff like, this is crazy. Really. I know we're kind of glossing over it a little bit, but it is crazy. Like,
but Iron Man blasts Johnny for some reason. Like, get away from there. Boom. Hey, cut it out.
Yeah, they keep getting in the way.
Yeah. Oh, this is great, man. Wrapped them all up.
Folds them up, yeah.
Here comes the Man of Iron.
And then
I'm trying. When I'm looking at the comic skeptic, I can't read the comments. It's harder to read them. Doctor Who gives a shit. See, I can see that. Outmaneuvered. Damn it! It's like he's trapped in here. You freeze him with the hammer. And he falls down on here. Hey, Hulk! I was only fooling around with you before. This time, I'm taking the kid gloves off. Dun, 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 dun.
And they both punch the girder, and they're like,
That is so cool. That is, I thought that was the coolest panel of the entire night. It's like, it's like, oh, that was so cool.
It's hilarious.
Oh, it's like they, and then here comes everything. They just cross the shit out of this thing.
Cement, damn it.
Glub, 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 glub,
Cement
glub.
should do this, and then Cap throws a wrecking ball at him.
Yeah. And then what's her name? Miley Cyrus just jumped off this.
Love it like a wrecking ball. Anyway,
Wow, Sean,
that's my Miley Cyrus.
Oh, wow.
it's exact. I thought it was her. I was like, well, I didn't send her the link.
You're welcome.
I thought that was so good. All right, I like this Cap versus Hulk. A little bit of momentum. Judo chop.
Yep, it's judo in the Hulk.
Judo chops the Hulk, throws him over.
You talk a good fight. And then Cap throws his shield.
Pshink.
Bah. Yeah, Hulk says "bah" a lot. In his,
Bah.
Swag.
Whack. She'll lick Thor's hammer. Oh no! Yes, she'll lick the hammer. He hits the top here. Oh, here comes Giant Man, who gets. And then I like how Hulk learned the judo move to use on Giant Man. That was good.
Yeah,
he flipped him. All right, let me eat some pills. Wow, this guy's a druggie. He's addicted to drugs.
I mean, that's what I thought was kind of silly back then when he had a pill every time he did the change side.
Yeah. It dissolves pretty fast. So he becomes small.
It's instantaneous.
Then he goes back a big.
water.
Like the second he swallows, it's like I don't think he could swallow fast enough.
Yeah.
Here comes Waspy with the little ants. Well, they can defeat Kang, so they should be able to defeat the Hulk.
Yeah.
Wah, wah, wah. Let me think in yellow here for a second to figure out what I'm going to do. He's heading for the river. Get the ants off of him. So it's like more ants. Ugh, that's gross.
Didn't he give a Hulk something and not?
Yeah, he threw a pill at him.
Yeah. Everything's pills at this point.
Right in the face. Threw a pill in
Valley
there.
of the Dolls.
Where'd he get that pill?
It's a tough pill to swallow. It's a bitter pill. All right, anyway, that's not. This is any more pill. Mole, holy moly, mole.
Nice to mole you.
I like cross the T's and dot the lowercase J's. I think that's my favorite of that joke. It's like, are you looking at my eye? No, why? Is there something wrong with that weird eye? Oh, we like to say that we have an eye for detail. He's like, well, we'll just take these home, cross the T's, and dot the lowercase J's. All right, gives him a pill, calms him down. Everything's good.
And Johnny's just floating around.
Now he's just floating around.
What's he do? He's just wow, always on fire.
Well, thanks, Reed.
They're all saying, "Do you guys they stay on fire all the time?" Well, kind of. We don't understand it either. Waste flame, okay.
Is thy partner? Does thy partner's flame burn 24 hours? It's like it does, Thor. We try to tell him to like turn it off. You don't just turn it off. He's like, oh well. Anyways, it was great meeting you guys. Perhaps our battle was not in vain. It gave us a chance to meet. We get the measure of each other. Yeah, I like that. Next issue,
buddy.
the Submariner.
Namor. And
guess what Submariner's after?
I wonder.
Yeah, right. And it's the same thing he's always after in these issues.
He's after money. The Hulk.
Okay. Fame, fortune, glory.
Fantastic Four. Volume only number.
Anytime someone irritates me, I'm putting this up, by the way, guys, just so you know. If you're gonna be weird, I'm putting this up on the screen if you're being weird. Just to troll.
That'll make me behave. That's for sure. Fantastic Four, volume only number 27. Cover by the great Jack Kirby, inked by Chick Stone, Stan Goldberg on the colors, and Art Simek on the letters. Release date March 10, 1964. We are firmly ensconced in 60 years ago territory, folks. 60 years.
Wow.
Cover date June 1964. Created and written and penciled by the great Jack Kirby, George Russos, inker, Sam Rosen, letra. And there we go. I'll be right back up, Suzanne, knocking on my damn door.
All right. Okay, well, we have Doctor Strange, a very strange party. Doctor Strange, Namor in the red trunks, Reed in the blue. Poll question: who's the greater, Stark or Pym? Oh, we have to wait for Clobby on that one. Yeah, we gotta wait for. Well, let me star that. How do you star?
I would say Pym. It's
There
like
you go.
Ultron and the Pym particles.
It's okay. I started it, so on StreamYard you can hit you. There's a little thing you could start, and then it keeps it in a separate tab, so I can find the comment again. We'll ask. We're gonna ask Clobby on that one, see what his thoughts are.
Yeah.
What did you say, Pym?
Pym, because like Stark just does variations of the Iron Man costume, and that's kind of it. Whereas, or suit or whatever. Whereas Hank Pym's doing all sorts of stuff. He's shrinking stuff. He's growing stuff. He's making Ultron. It's like,
Yeah, I think you're right.
yeah.
That's like you've convinced me.
There you go.
Didn't take much. No, the thing is, I think Iron Man's intelligence was extra. What am I trying to say? Not overhyped. What's the word? It was like leveled up for the movies because like, oh, he'll be the smart guy who makes everything.
Yeah,
But
that's
he
not
just
what he was. He didn't.
that's
make
not
him.
really yeah.
Yeah.
That's not really what he was.
Yeah.
So I agree with that. So in comic books, I definitely say Hank Pym. I agree with that. And then in the movies, I guess Stark is better because he does a lot more in the movies.
Yeah.
Okay. So look at that. So this is the thought machine. Here, and this is what Reed is thinking about. Whoa, what's going on? We're not in Kansas.
What were you guys talking about?
Look at this. Before we start, RR had a question. Sean and I both answered. Let's see if you get this one right. No. Who's the greater scientific genius, Stark or Pym?
I kind of want to say Pym actually, because I mean he came up with something unreal like the Pym particles, things like that. But in comics, of course, movies they've flipped that around a little bit. But I'd say that it's pretty close. I mean, Tony Stark is brilliant, but he's an engineer.
Yeah,
right.
Kind of brilliance and stuff like that. He's great. Yeah. He's great. But I think Reed Richards is the smartest man in the Marvel universe. But Pym came out with Pym particles and all that. That's me. That's my opinion. But
yeah, we both. So Sean convinced me right away. He's like, yeah, Pym. I think the movie's overhyped. What is the word I said? Leveled. They leveled up Stark's intelligence because he was the smart guy that they needed.
Right.
They did because the whole movie universe, and I guess because he started it, it's the Stark verse. I've always called it that. I hated that he created Ultron in there. Yeah, of course, he and Bruce Banner.
Yeah.
His field should have been, with robotics and cybernetics and that sort of thing. It should have, and weaponry and things like that. It should have stayed that way. And that's kind of what it is in the comics, which means he is one of the smartest men in that universe, no question about it. But there are guys like Reed Richards and Von Doom and Pym, Banner.
Yeah.
Depending on the fields,
It depends on what you want. Like, do you want a suit of armor or weapons? Then Stark. But Reed creates everything, so he's really the smartest of all. And he created this thought machine. So there you go.
Yes. You know what's funny about that credit box? Scroll up. It's like if you just read Jack Jack Kirby, it says author and illustrator extraordinary. I know it's
Yes.
supposed to be Stan Lee and Jack Kirby, author and but it looks like Jack Kirby, author and an illustrator extraordinary.
That's when
Oh,
they were
that
having,
is so funny. I'm gonna save that. And
that's
crop it.
when they were having some dust ups and
Oh,
things
yeah.
about arguments over that. So it's like they were being this way. They both got paid for multiple things. Stan not only added in the dialogue, but since he was able to blur the line, he got paid for not only editing, but writing, quote unquote, writing.
Right. Yeah.
I'm gonna do Photoshop on that. I'll make it look really good. You'll see. That'll be fun. That'll be tonight's project. All right, so a Kirby thought machine being made here. Ben, what are you thinking about? I'm thinking about Dr. Doom and this weird fish thing. And then he's a pillow. I actually had this.
That's funny.
I actually had that I had a Spider-Man chair.
Oh,
and
cool.
it was Spider-Man, and it was pretty neat. I wonder if I can find a picture of that chair. I think I have it somewhere. So he's made a thought machine, and they're all kind of laughing it up. Now Reed wants to pop the question. Oh, sorry, not yet. I'm getting ahead of myself here.
He's thinking about hot chicks. The Reed Richards, the smartest guy, the egghead, was thinking about a hot chick.
Yep.
Yeah.
Pretty good. Pretty good.
Yeah.
So let's see what Namor's up to on his fisheye TV, which is actually an eyeball as well, or like this. What's going on here? Oh, Sue, she's undressing. Maybe I shouldn't watch this. No, I'll watch it.
So he's being ignored by his people, and then his solution is to go and marry a woman from the race that everyone hates. And so they're all like, yeah, we're going to desert you. So, yeah. He's got this single-minded desire to go after Sue.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah, how you like them apples? It's like, what the heck?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So Namor, and I love Thing here, like doing this, whatever this thing is, like it's like some weird.
Yeah. And then Namor comes in and goes, this bodybuilding toy or whatever.
Smashes it.
Yes.
Shoots gas. That's crazy. And then it's like, Susan, it's really me. Come with me if you want to live. And then they leave. Whoosh, gas. Jump in his little vehicle here. It's like, hey, what happened here? Oh my God, what's wrong with you two? You let him take Sue. I was gonna pop the question.
Yeah, what the hell?
Yeah.
Look at his face. Like, oh my God.
Yeah. What the heck? And then it's like fight.
Yeah.
Now, you know what? I'm pretty sure one of you told me that there wasn't going to be any more infighting with the family. I don't know. That was.
Oh no.
So that was.
They postponed it. They just took a while there.
No more. Yeah, Namor.
Well, Reed went start raving mad here. Johnny and Ben were trying. They were horsing around, but then they were trying to keep him from going nuts.
Right.
And he acted like he just wanted to do it all on his own. And by the way, an interesting thing about it, this whole time, he's talking about killing Namor. And of course, Namor's talking about killing humans too. So,
Right.
Killing stuff. This is killing stuff here.
Oh yeah, like they were. He's pissed. Well, I think his emotional state, like Namor's, like, for anyone who doesn't know what's going on, Namor and Reed have been fighting over Sue now for every appearance. That's why Sean was making very cheap joke.
Yeah.
No, I'll say an inexpensive. It was a very inexpensive joke in the beginning.
Yeah.
What's he after again? Is it just Sue again? And yeah, he's after Sue. But,
yeah.
Listen, she's playing hard to get, man. She is playing hard to get.
No, but at this point, like, she's not worth it. She isn't worth it. And we don't even know if she loves Reed that much. Like, Reed obviously loves her, but
right.
But she's like, oh, I can't stop thinking of Namor. Why? He wants to kill everybody. What the hell's wrong with you?
Yes.
Oh, the bad boys. Okay, well, you know what? The door's that way.
Oh my God. So this, like whenever you get these little mini rants, it feels like something's hit too close to home because like a normal guy would just be like,
Get thunder or someone, man.
It's like,
Yeah.
I had an employee. I'm not gonna name the name, and she was saying all this stuff about something. I was like, okay, about a movie. I can't remember what movie we watched. She's going on and on about this character in this movie. I was like, what the hell are you? I'm like, okay. What's the guy's name who did this to you? She's like, what? No, I'm just saying. I was like, no, stop it. I can't, like, I don't need to be a psychologist or a mind reader to figure this one out. I was like, what's the guy's name? She's like, it's this guy. I was like, I knew it because you really felt strongly about this character. Like, who cares? and she's going on and on. I'm like, okay, I got it. So anyways, he's like, let me do my Kirby machines here.
Yep.
So Johnny Storm calls Doctor Strange.
Not to be confused with the Golden Age hero called Doc Strange, by the way.
Oh, wow.
There was one old AC Comics line where it was.
The Thought Machine.
Alan Moore brought back Doc Strange in those ABC comics of the 90s.
Oh, wow.
He's a Golden Age hero that, it's weird.
Oh, it's Golden Age Doc Strange. Let's take a look at him.
Yeah, Doc Strange.
Golden Age. Let's see.
As opposed to Doc Savage.
Right.
No, he's not.
Oh, yeah. I've seen these.
Put him in Tom Strong, but later. But I mean,
I collected all of Tom Strong, and I got the figure that came with the robot and everything.
I had the T-shirt with the symbol, with Tom Strong.
The symbol, yeah. I like Tom Strong. I still kept those.
I did
comics.
Too.
Yeah,
good comic.
Yeah, that was good. And did you like Promethea? Was that also?
It's disturbing. I thought that was too sickening. Even I think that was more really good because I like his other ABC comics. Top 10 was exceptional. It was really great. And then, League of Extraordinary Gentlemen had its problems, but Tom Strong.
Oh, like
Tomorrow Stories.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Tomorrow Stories. I remember. Yeah. No, I think when Mr. Hyde has fun with Invisible Man, or when Invisible, I was like,
while he's doing it, he say, the romance.
Yeah, I was like, that was
that
weird.
happened. Dude, I still to this day remember the day that comic came out where I was standing outside. It was like 7 or something at night. My buddies we just bought it. We were just reading it. And one of them was just like, we're all standing outside at his house. He said, holy shit, look at this. Did you read this yet? I said, yeah, I just read it. I was waiting for him. They both bursted out laughing. And that became a saying with us. Like every now and then when something along those lines disturbing, that act
right
is happening. And, when we're trying to be sickos, we'll just say, the romance.
Oh my God, that is great. I'm going to use that as well. I'm going to use that too.
It's disturbing.
Reed spends hours labs ignoring her. Meanwhile, whenever she shows up in Namor, shows compliments. Yeah. Well, I don't know. Yeah. All right.
So cool that they go. I love this about this issue, though, that Johnny thinks of, I'm in the same comic as this guy.
Yeah. Why don't I get him? Strange Tales. Yeah. And it's not even, Doctor Strange is real lazy. It's like, I'll just do the astral projection version. I don't feel like actually getting up and going.
Yeah, I'm not going to get my ass up and go.
Yeah, okay, let's go. What's going on here? It's like, hello.
It's a ghost. No, it's just Doctor Strange.
It's Doctor Strange. This is a very strange place. Doctor Strange.
7 little superheroes.
7 little superheroes. Something, and one falls. Something.
Mr. Doctor.
Look, I can't even beat him up.
Yeah, that was a Spider-Man joke in I can't remember which Avengers it was, where he's like, we're using our superhero names. Like, no, that's my name.
Oh yeah, Infinity War.
Infinity War, yeah.
We're using fake names. Oh, I'm Spider-Man.
Spider. Yeah. So then he's going to find Namor, who kidnapped Sue. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, there she is. Okay.
Found her.
How are we ever going to find her? Oh, there she is. All right.
He says, one day I shall form a group called the Defenders, and he will be a part of it.
Yeah.
Yes. I like this Namor guy. He's got potential. And then they show a little pad of paper and he writes Namor. And then when they zoom up, the pad of paper says Defenders.
Yeah.
And then you go back, you can see all the lists. Hulk, Silver Surfer.
I remember when
Valkyrie.
Jamie and I first talked about it, we were dumbfounded by how crazy that team was. Like you can't beat Namor, Hulk, Silver Surfer, and Doctor Strange.
That's effing crazy.
It's like forget like they could like destroy all the other teams, like everybody.
Easy.
X-Men, Avengers.
Yeah. I think that's why they changed it. Why they got their own title. They got rid of the too much power with the Namor and and Surfer. And they went with Hulk and Doctor Strange and brought in Nighthawk and Valkyrie.
Valkyrie,
and I like Nighthawk and Valkyrie from those comics.
I love it. Yeah, Valkyrie was in Defenders also. Yes, Joe Dog, exactly. And I love her.
I love her from Defenders. I was trying to complete that entire run. I have a pretty decent chunk.
Nice.
I like Defenders a lot. I was really disappointed with using the name in that Netflix. I didn't like that at all.
Oh, I hated that they did that. Yeah, they should call it just Marvel Knights, not call it Defenders. It was disgraceful. Bobby, absolutely. Hawkeye. Well, there are a lot of people in the Defenders. There were loose.
Hawkeye's there's my Hawkeye right there.
There you go.
Love Hawkeye. All right. You must marry me, Sue. No, you're a loser. It's like, loser, eh? I'll show you who's a loser. So then Doctor Strange brings them here, and here comes Namor with a winder-upper fister. They
read. Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah. Flips them over, and they turn and roll them into a carpet.
Yeah. Then
what the hell was this? That was weird.
A big whip arm. Like,
this is what Sean said. Every This is the every panel is a new
Reed Richards formation. Yeah. It's like,
it was pretty interesting. Jack's challenge here was to have Reed in a fight with someone that has extraordinary super strength and all that kind of stuff. How's he going to hold up? And Reed's pissed off, so he uses his body, because he's got all those stretching abilities, which he might not be able to match the strength, but his intelligence finds way to use his body in creative ways to make a fight of it against a guy who's pretty strong, powerful, but he can't lay a glove on you, and it's tough for him to get much done. Hi, Sean.
Sean, thank you for dropping in.
Yeah.
Man, I would love to choreograph a fight with Namor, and this I know the last two issues were really epic. This is the same Namor formula, but two things. Number one, she in her mind she makes a decision at least, but number two, this inspired me. I was really thinking like, oh man, what if they did this, and it's like, I'd love to either animate it, or if it was in live action with actors who looked like the real characters, you could just do such badass things, like flipping Namor and go spinning around him and twisting him around and hitting him. This could be one of the most incredible superhero fights ever if you really had someone creative to even follow some of this pattern here, just keep doing something different. He moves here, he keeps missing him, then he rolls away as a ball. These guys are awesome. The Atlanteans show up, and they're badass. And then Reed's just I'll just fight the whole damn Lottie. I don't care. And then he's like, I found Mr. Reed Richards. He's fighting all these guys by himself. I don't feel like leaving my astral form though. It's like, fine. They're like, oh damn it, let's take these pills here. And what were they? What was it? Oh, the breathing pills. That's right.
Breathing pill thingies. All pills back then.
Yeah.
Not an apparatus. That'd be pills.
It's all pills these days. Maybe you guys need a refresher course. That was from Fletch, the ball bearings. It's all ball bearings, guys. Maybe you need a refresher
ball bearings. Got you.
So what are you going to do with ball bearings? Come on, guys. It's all ball
bearings. Guys. Gordon Liddy is my name.
Gordon Liddy. Yeah, hey,
Gordon Liddy.
It's like, what's the guy who's bringing the what was the? Remember, there's the guy's like, oh, who's bringing? Is it Freddie? He's like, yeah, it's Freddie or whatever. He goes,
Yeah, Freddie. That's right. Yeah.
Yeah, for Freddie, that's who it is. I just got Fletch, and Fletch lives on Blu-ray.
Oh, nice. I love them.
I love them both.
And you did see the other Fletch movie?
Yeah, it was okay. It was okay. It was okay.
Well, I've read the books, and it is more like the books. So I wouldn't mind seeing him do more, but it's not the same thing. It's
Right.
But he is more like the Fletch from the books.
From the books, right? Christopher Daniel Barnes, his voice of Spider-Man. Spider-Man Yuri. No, I have not. I did meet. Is it what's the fellow's name? The 66.
Paul
Spider-Man. Paul Soul? No.
Soul or Shore?
Yeah.
Or Shore was it?
Yeah. So I met him.
Something like that.
Yeah.
I got no idea.
We met Wolverine at the last con we went to.
Yeah. Cal Cod something. We met the voice of Wolverine X-Men 97. Yeah, we met him.
God, yeah.
Yeah, he just
he lives around here.
In our line, and he goes, "Oh, isn't the show fantastic?" And
that was me, not
Yeah,
someone. Me. I mentioned it. I said, "Hey, man, the show's awesome. This has been a great season so far." And he's like, "Oh yeah, really?" And then that ass, he would have stayed and talked to us. He talked to me, and then that guy next was like, "Oh, can I get a picture with you?" He's like, "No, I'm at a booth." It's like,
no,
dumbass.
it's a booth. What the hell's wrong with you? Yeah,
I know. It's like,
yeah, he scared him off because he was about to say more.
He was about to say more, and that guy scared him off. I'm thinking, firstly, that guy butted in front. Sean and I were there at that toy show 1 hour earlier, and that guy butted in front of us and then scared off the Cal. I'm like, really? We're talking?
What a bunghole.
Yeah. I think he was a bit of a special. I think he might.
Fine, man,
so I was like, all right, fine. I didn't get angry. You wouldn't like me when I'm angry. You definitely wouldn't like me angry in a movie theater, and you definitely don't want me angry at a comic book show. Because I'm fairly confident I could beat up all the nerds at the comic show. So it's just, I'm fairly confident. All right. So look at this. More Reed stuff turning into a bouncing ball here. They can't hit him. Pew, 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 pew. Flame on. Whoa. And he melts the guns. That's badass. Again, more fighting here. This is great. I like all this. Whoosh, makes the big fist, jumps over.
After Namor, man.
And look at this. He's like, right? Like, and then here comes, look at this thing. Just hug them all.
Yeah. Crush them all, man.
Crush these guys. That's cool.
Yep. Have some ass kicking.
Johnny looks good here. I like this. This is getting good.
Yeah, it's getting there.
He's still all right. We're gonna flood.
Yeah,
we're gonna flood it, man. What the heck? Hold on a second. I have to get your links up again. Sorry. And all right, let's continue on. And yeah, so they start to flood it, and then this is so cool. She makes an invisible barrier to keep the water from coming in. Yeah, cool. That is awesome. And then he's able to break through the side, so they get out before the thing. Now this thing is like a little camera that's been like following them around. So flame it. Whoa. Okay, this is great. Thing is juggling the Atlanteans.
Yeah.
While Mr. Fantastic has wrapped them up. This is
yeah. Yeah, he's like, just enjoy yourself, Reed, because he's like, yeah, I know, fight this guy, man. That's awesome. I'll just keep these other guys company. And, you know.
And these guys are like Reed and Namor continually threatening each other to kill each other.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean that is awesome. So anyways, and then they're wrapping each other up here. So then look at this. This looks a bit weird. It's done. It's like Namor could beat them, you know, that's the thing. And then he gets shot here with the Atlanteans shoot him. And then Reed's now pissed off even more, wraps himself back up. Again, this entire issue is actually all fighting, and actually made Reed Richards look like a really good badass.
Yeah.
Like if he gets pissed, he could do a lot of damage and like trip some. Like look at that swoosh, like gets out of the way. I like this So this is like a bow and arrow. He makes a giant bow.
He turns somebody into an arrow.
Flings them. So he shot Namor through his own guys. That's cool. The electric shock wears off a thing. They're like, what the heck? So he's like, okay, I have to dispose you guys quickly. Bring in a Kirby weapon. Okay, boss. Here's a Kirby weapon. How does it work? It's a Kirby weapon. It just destroys anything. It's like whatever it hits, it destroys.
It destroys.
It destroys.
Good one.
What? It didn't destroy me. Hey, what is this? Some kind of gag? Nothing happened. You fired a blast gun at maximum intensity, but the impact never reached our target. I can't explain it. What could this be? Chat, do you know what it is? How come that blast didn't hit? Chat, while you're thinking about why that blast didn't hit thing, let's just remind everybody to please make sure you're subscribed to Sean's channel. Link is in the description of all my videos, and same with Clobberin Time. Make sure you guys are all subscribed. I think everyone here is subscribed, but you never know.
Never know.
And make sure you subscribe to me, and make sure you like the stream, please. Make sure you do like the stream.
Absolutely.
All right. So here's what happened. Dun, dun, dun. What? He can't hit any of them. That's because the invisible woman or invisible girl has put a barrier. And Namor's like, but why did you put a barrier in front of those two losers? Namor, I have to talk to you. What is it, my dear? You know, I'm kind of not pumped up for you because you're a villain and you keep wanting to destroy everything and beat up my friends. And like that guy you just tried to kill is like my brother and like his friend, his best friend. And like, that's his friend growing up. Like, it's it's like you hate humanity. So I'm going to choose Reed.
Yeah.
The whole hating, wanting to kill humanity is kind of a deal breaker for me.
But I won't kill you. I'll just kill all these other losers. It's like,
you'll be the only one. It'll be great.
It'll be great. It's like, and then Doctor Strange is like, this is a great soap opera. This is better than Days of Our Lives.
Days of Our Stubs. Paradise. Days of Atlantis.
Days of it. Yeah, that'd be great. Days of Atlantis.
We don't have days down here, but okay.
We just have nights.
These are the waters of Atlantis.
The waters flow. So he teleports them back. Teleportation sees them. So they're teleported.
And Reed tries to bring up what just happened, but Sue's like, oh, I don't want to talk about it right
Here we
now.
go again.
Anyway.
They were getting close. And now, every time they're getting back to, Namor has to stick his stupid ears into it. Damn it.
Namor,
Sorry,
you
Reed.
bastard.
Yep.
And then Reed becomes just a head with hands.
Yes.
Personal note.
It's all that's left.
So I actually clipped this. Personal note, the editors, hold on, guys. Are you ready for this? Everybody in the chat, please sit down while I read this out to you. This was in a comic book directed to the comic book readers.
Yeah.
Let me know when everyone is sitting down. Put a number 1 in the chat if you're all sitting down and ready for me to read this to you. In the meantime, make sure you're subscribed to Sean and Clobby while we're all right. So here we go. We're going to read this out. Personal note. The editors. So editors, those are the people that work at Marvel Comics. So these are the Marvel Comics people in a comic book. Okay. So directed to the people reading the comic book. The editors wish to thank you, our readers. So I didn't misread that. I know I sometimes read something and I fake read it and they say things. I'm really reading this. So they want to thank the readers. That's us, like who's reading this right now, for making the Fantastic Four the most successful magazine of the Marvel age of comics.
Yeah.
Your loyalty has been a great inspiration to all of us at the Marvel bullpen. Wow.
Nice.
Yep.
Absolutely. Skeptic. My answer says, Club, what's your favorite superhero film? Superman the movie, 1978, hands down.
That's everyone on this panel's favorite superhero movie.
Yep.
And that's in my top 3 favorite movies of all time,
Same here.
superhero or not.
It's in my top 2. Maybe my top. I vacillate between 1 and 2, but yeah.
So it's between Empire and Star Wars?
Yes,
No,
sir.
it's between
Superman.
Empire and Superman.
Yes, sir. It is.
I'm putting.
I'm
It's
simple.
tough.
I'm simple that way.
Mine is I like Conan. That's my number 1. My number 2 is actually 2001: A Space Odyssey, and then Superman, and then Empire, and then Escape from New York. That's my 5.
Laudable choices.
And then after that, it's Road Warrior, 12 Angry Men, Army of Darkness, Flash Gordon. Is that? And then and Temple of Doom. That's my 10. And then after that, it's Alien and Warriors. And then pick any Godzilla movie you want to pick, and I'll just call it pick a Godzilla movie. Ghidorah, the 3-headed monster. There, I'll pick that one.
Pick a Godzilla. Any old Godzilla.
I put all the Godzilla movies as one movie, all of them, all Godzilla as one movie.
Wow.
There you go. What's your favorite, Sean? What's your favorite movie, Sean? What is your favorite movie, Sean?
I don't know. It toggles all the time, man. So it's like Shawshank Redemption. I could go back to that constantly. But I don't know. Anything from the 80s that I grew up with, any of that genre stuff, like Road Warrior, I would say is the best Mad Max to me. And then, all the other ones. I do watch Thunderdome a lot, though. So I don't know. Maybe that's my favorite. I don't know.
Oh, it wasn't your favorite last night when everyone was taking a
kids
dump.
are still a thing for me, man. It's
Wow, what a shyster this guy is.
It's like
last night I said Thunderdome was a great movie, and then Steve and Owen from the Action Elite. Please subscribe to the Action Elite, even though he's wrong on this one, and please check out Steve, even though Steve's wrong on this one. They're like, well, I don't know about Thunderdome. It's pretty good. It's awesome. I know what you're talking about. And then Sean immediately I didn't get any backup at all on that one.
no, it's cool. Like, well, I have the storybook and everything. Like, it is awesome, and like they made a record set for it as well. Like, it was back in the days when movies like that were made for kids, but they're totally not, right? So, yeah, man, I don't know. I don't really think about what my favorite movie is. I don't rank them. I just enjoy them. I don't really. It's hard for me to say. So.
Yeah, I've got kind of a running list, so I've got Conan 2001, Superman, Empire, Escape from New York, and I would call the Star Wars trilogy, like the original trilogy, unaltered as
yeah.
Escape from New York, 12 Angry Men, Temple of Doom, but I would count Raiders and Temple together. Flash Gordon, Road Warrior, but I would count all the Mad Max movies as one, right. And Army of Darkness, which I would count all the Evil Deads as one. And then Planet of the Apes, I would count the 5 Planet of the Apes. Alien, just Alien 1. Sorry, Aliens. Just Alien 1. Warriors, all of Godzilla movies, all the Friday 13th movies. Pick whichever one you want as my favorite. I actually have Once Upon a Time in Hollywood in there. And I just call it Middle Earth. So that would be all like all 6 of them. I love Hobbit. I don't care. I'll fight anybody. I'll physically fight them if they want me to. I'll get in a ring.
Wow.
And then I've got the real James Bond movies, the 2 Tim Burton Batmans, Back to the Future trilogy. I mean, it goes on, and then it gets into like Fletch, all Van Damme movies. Lawrence of Arabia is in there. Clash of Titans and all Harryhausen movies. Pick whichever one you want.
Yeah.
Whichever Harryhausen movie, pick that. Sure, I'll say Clash of Titans. That was like
you're picking best, like favorites. Like, I don't know, like Hunter in the Night. I go back to that a lot. What else? And People Under the Stairs. I love that movie.
I've done many shows, top 25s of it, of course, over the years, and I revise it sometimes. I don't know about you.
Yeah,
I do some. Well, I revised it for Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, which you haven't seen, right, Clobby?
I have not seen. No.
What? Out of all of the things that we've ever talked about, I'm not saying you would like it or not like it.
I'm gonna watch it soon. I got it. I have access to it.
You have. I'm interested. I'm genuinely interested in your opinion of it because of the time period that it's taking place in, and I've watched that movie so many times. I just love living in what they've shown in the movie, and Tarantino made it. He definitely made it a happier ending than.
Well, yeah.
what would
like
really
he did
happen.
with
Like Inglorious Bastards, he did the
Inglourious
same
Basterds,
kind of thing.
Yeah.
But like it's all the stuff that like I like in that one, and like right away that Jake Cahill, the Bounty Law. I mean, it looks exactly like an old Western thing, and like the way they talk about TV, where he goes, oh, it's like he goes, you're gonna go on these guest appearances. He's like, yeah, I'm the heavy. He's like, well, who beats you up? He's like, well, I get beat up because I'm the heavy. He's like, yeah. He goes, the public starts to see you as someone who gets beat up, right? They're not gonna. He goes, you're losing your status, and he goes, you go to Rome and make these Italian Western movies. He goes, and Pacino's, he goes, and fucking win fights. He's like, we're gonna win fights in those movies. And then it's all about him like making these movies. Oh, it's so, I don't know. I just love it so much. I'm interested. I don't know if you would like it or not. You might not.
I want to see it. I'm going to watch it.
Yeah, I'm interested in your opinion.
It's a movie of happy endings. Like I thought that whole thing with DiCaprio being drunk and being on that set was going to end like poorly, and when it ends the way it does, I was like, yeah, and like,
yeah, it's so good. I know, like, it's like, yeah. Like there's no.
And Nicholas Hammond is in it. He plays the director, and he's so good. Like he so
good.
hands it up.
Wow.
He's like, give me sexy Hamlet.
And like Nicholas Hammond Nicholas Hammond went to Tarantino's house to watch us. Tarantino had a Spider-Man TV show movie reel. He had the movie reel, and they went to his house and watched it. He goes, you gotta come over to my place. I got Spider-Man. You're like, what? And then Nicholas Hammond's like, this is crazy. I'm going to Tarantino's house.
Wow.
He's one of our finest filmmakers. Why does he want me? Yeah,
it's so random.
To think I had that guy on my show once.
Oh man.
I had Nicholas Hammond on once. It was 2012, the 60th anniversary of our 50th or Spider-Man, 50th it is, for about 20 minutes. Great guy. By the way, Skeptic, my favorite MCU, easily Captain America: The Winter Soldier.
And I would say Captain America Part 1 and Part 2. So
yeah, they're so close together. I love them both, but yeah. So yeah.
Hey, Clobby, can I give your link for your podcast thingy? Someone posted that last night while we were on.
I have to go dig it up somewhere.
I've got it. I saved it.
Oh yeah, I mean it's
Blog Talk Radio, right?
They're really terrible, horrible shows, but yeah.
No way. I'm a bit upset that I did not get this link before. I thought those shows were lost. So last night when you were doing your 15 year, I saw someone, I don't know if it was Mark or Raquel, somebody posted it in the chat when you were doing your 15 years. And I saw that and I was at the theater, like, oh shit, I got to get this link somehow. And I'm like, literally the movie's about to start. I'm like, how am I going to get this? So I actually just took a screenshot and like I sent it to myself. It's like, I got to get these. These are awesome. I got them.
I mean,
I got them all. Yeah.
They're very crude and it's just different times. It was very different, but I had a lot of fun with them now.
For sure.
That. So there you go.
All right, guys. Well, you want? Oh, Clobby, what's going on?
I'm actually got to go over to Nick's. They're getting started over there.
Okay.
Sit with them for a little while to do some Amazing Spider-Man 53 through 56, the John Romita era. But I don't know if I'm going to be able to hang with them that long tonight. But I'll go to hang with for a little while. And then Saturday Star Trek tomorrow night, of course.
Cool.
And Mark's Sunday Night Geekery 9 and 10 p.m. on Sunday night.
Awesome. And then Monday we're back here.
Yes, sir.
Sean, what's going on?
Stay tuned for more comic reviews. I got more comics today. I've been going on Wednesday. I've been going on around Friday or so. But yeah, I do have to cover all my hardcovers as well, which I've been getting lately. So yeah, that's happening. Awesome.
All right, everybody. Skeptic, what's your favorite Captain Marvel? None of them. So that was an easy one.
None.
So none that I would call my favorite. You could ask me which one was the best of the lot, but that doesn't mean much. So that's it, everybody. Thank you so much for watching. Thanks to all the Legionnaires, the members, the channel members.
I have an answer. The Adventures of Captain Marvel with Tom Tyler from the 1940s.
Oh, shit, yeah.
Movie serial. There you go.
Yeah.
I have that on VHS, DVD, and Blu-ray, man.
Nice.
And I've got an 8x10 of Tom Tyler from that. It's like, it's awesome. I absolutely love that cereal. That's actually my second favorite cereal. I kind of like Spy Smasher a little bit more.
Great stuff. Thanks, guys. I'm gonna run over.
All right,
there.
thanks. All right, guys, take it easy.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Hey friends, you've just been listening to J-Man, and he is the smartest person who ever lived. So make sure you like and subscribe.